Well, we are staying in Lofa County. Like I told you this morning, we are on our way. And, we've been going to towns and villages to interact with the people and disabuse the minds of Liberians that say Lofa County is the stronghold of Joseph Boakai. So, a young man just walked up to me and want to express his dissatisfaction on the speculations in Montserrado County. So let me get your name.
My name is Amara M. Trawale Jr. Many people call me Master Warriors, and I'm the chairman and the founder of the movement of the downtrodden youth of Bonjima District.
So, and you walked to me very angry this morning, and what is the reason for that anger that you came to me with?
I'm very desperate, even more than anger, because people sit in Monrovia there and say that this place is already controlled by the Vice President Joseph Boakai. That is a blatant lie. A blatant lie. We the Levines, we are even disappointed over Boakai. We are disappointed in his leadership.
What do you mean you are disappointed? Boakai being a man from Lofa County and you being from Lofa County, then you say you're disappointed. Why are you disappointed?
And that's the thing, in fact, that we mislead us, because he's from Lofa County, so we should vote him in even if he is not qualified for the position.
You mean Boakai is not qualified?
Well, qualification does not have to only deal with education. He got the education, but the experience to move this country forward, he doesn't have it, because he's been on board for the past 12 years. What he didn't do, you anticipate him to do something more than that? That's the area where the disqualification comes in. I'm not saying that he's not educated, but he is not qualified to move this country forward. And the kind of a conception, the kind of a mind the people have in Monrovia there, they sit and say this place is controlled by Joseph Boakai, is lie. You know very well, we were in Bakedu yesterday. I'm from Bakedu anyway.
Oh, you're from Bakedu?
I'm from Bakedu, the Kodoboni district. You were there yesterday and you saw the kind of momentum. And even when George Weah entered the town a couple of days ago, the entire Bonjima was on fire politically. When Joseph Boakai came, this town was looking like it was even sleeping.
You joking?
I'm not joking. I'm telling you something from the bottom of my heart. I'm a mastercratic leader. I control 315 members, 315 youth in this district. And let me tell you something. Joseph Boakai has no tangibles to point at in Lofa here. If anybody is daring me, let anybody come up and say Joseph Boakai has chicken horse in Bonjima here, not to even talk about building. You understand? You traveled yesterday to Kolahu. Okay, I was even thinking that I said, let the protocol not take the decision for George Weah to go to Foya, because this guy couldn't come back. And that's the hometown.
Listen to this.
The road is horrible, very horrendous. You understand? The road is bad, to say the least. You understand? Charity begins at home. If this man cannot do anything for Lofa, he didn't do anything for Lofa for the past 12 years, what do you expect of him? Let's not be joking here, man. Let's not be joking. The driver can change, but the car will still remain. Oh, Madam Salim, Joseph Boakai, they form in the same predicament. We can't elect them for another 24 years. What will we be doing? So you want to tell me that the only one that have the brain to run this country?
So you say, what part of Lofa specifically you from?
I'm from Kwaduboni district. Specifically, I'm from Marvin Konedu. Marvin Konedu is in the Kwaduboni district. It's one of the renowned towns in the Kwaduboni district. I'm not far from the home of Dr. Edward Bian Kesari, the founder of the Unity Party. Unity Party is for Lofians. But Lofians are tired with the Unity Party. You understand? If the Unity Party could have another driver, maybe the sympathizers of the Unity Party could be much. If it had gone another driver. But the driver is still the same.
So you say the Lofa citizens are angry with Boakai because you can't point out any tangible, one single tangible.
Nothing of the sort. You know why? Joseph Boakai is associated with people who have already failed this county. And
who are some of those people?
Even every time he comes here, the incumbent, Honorable Mayanwu Bian Fofana. Honorable Mayanwu Bian Fofana, my own Madingo sister from Kwaduboni district, has failed the district. We were moving up and down behind her to 2011. But now she failed us, and she wants us again to re-elect her. It can't work. Senator George Tengbe on the United Party ticket. Those are the failures that are behind Joseph Boakai. So I'm sorry, he's not going to go anywhere, because the people of Labour County are disenchanted over their leadership. Let not somebody sit down in Monrovia and say Lofa is for Joseph Boakai, you'll be making a very grievous mistake.
So what is your final message to the people? You got hundreds of people all around the world that are looking at you.
This message could go even beyond what we anticipate. You understand? I want this message to go forward. Let it go through the length and breadth of this country that Joseph Boakai does not have any political control over Lofa County. Lofa is divided over the leadership of Joseph Boakai. You understand? The only thing people can say here in Lofa is that he served as the managing director for LPMC normal days. That's not enough. 24 years in government, I still to be corrected, but I think he has spent more than 24 years in government.
In 40 years.
40 years. What does he want now? Let him go back and build his home. Foya Tinga, I think that's the area he's from.
Oh, from Foya Tinga.
No road there. No road. You saw the road yesterday.
Very terrible.
No road. So how many years we should set again for the Bangam and the Kama road to be fixed? We know that Josh Weah is the only option. The alternative choice to political freedom, social, economical freedom in this country, for us to get over this dodging, is not to re-elect any members of the Unity Party. Let us get rid of Josh Weah. I interacted with Josh Weah yesterday. I saw him. I said, but wait now. There is a man, so common man, like this. It means that when this man is at the executive mansion tomorrow, nobody will be afraid to go around him. You know, I was speaking to him. I said, you know, you were my friend. I'm sorry for that expression.
No,
but he's so too down to hype. And I'm not seeing a reason why we shouldn't give this leadership to Josh Weah. I don't know why. I don't know why. And this question seems to be very rhetorical. Why can't we elect Josh Weah to liberate us economically?
The people say, Josh, I ain't no book. That's the reason why we're not.
And you know why? I'm an expert in English. That's the reason why they call me Master of Words. When George Weah was speaking to people yesterday, because people say those things here and there that he doesn't speak good English, I was standing by his side, listening to the final pronunciation of his words. The ED, the SRED, the ZRED, and he got everything intact. This guy is eloquent. Very, very eloquent. Very, very eloquent indeed. I evaluated his speech. Very, very eloquent. Yeah, very, very eloquent. You know, to know that somebody speaks good English, not only the vocabularies, but look at the subject verb agreement, the pronoun antecedent, the cases of the pronouns, and everything was intact. I'm not seeing any politician that can speak with logic right now in Liberia than Josh Weah. Not only the English, but the logic. The logic.
So what is? We are on our way to Bakedu now, and I'm sure you will be with the team.
Yeah.
So what do you have to say to the people of Bakedu?
When we get into Bakedu, you will see the rousing welcome. The ceremony will be very electric. Very, very electric. They can't wait to see George Manuel Weah and Joel Howard Taylor. You understand? It's a let-go ticket. A let-go ticket. You understand? Kwadu Goni, you know, people say it's the birthplace of the Unity Party. But the people, of the Kwadu Goni now, they are disenchanted. They are disappointed, you know, in the leadership of those that are moving the Unity Party forward. If we have another travel other than Joseph Boakai, perhaps we'll make an alternative choice. But in this case, Joseph Boakai being...
But why you so angry with Boakai? Why are you so angry?
Because he has not done anything for us. No, Abu, you've been here. Has anybody shown you in Fonjaman here what Joseph Boakai has done? Look at, we're standing now seeing Zago Hotel over there. Before Zago became senator of this county, he had already made mark. He got tangibles to point at. But Joseph Boakai has not got even the slightest chicken house.
Wow.
Yeah, of course. You know, because to build a chicken house is not difficult. Just for a chicken to sleep. He doesn't have it yet. I know many people will get angry with me over the statement I'm making, but it's the truth. And if you were to interview another person, a logical person, I'm not talking about a fool, because only a fool will support Joseph Boakai. But any logical person will tell you that Joseph Boakai is not a political material to move this country forward, and the people of Lofa have not resolved to carry him. Everybody is divided. You understand? I agree, he got some supporters here, but he does not have an absolute control over this county. So let the people in Monrovia hear that, let the whole world hear it. I wish this thing could be extended on the Facebook, but people even
it's already on Facebook.
It's already people in the diaspora to even hear it. If you're hearing me now on the Facebook, everywhere, every part of the world, I'm telling you that Joseph Boakai is not a solution to Liberia's problem. It's not a solution. You understand?
Yeah.
Let us make an alternative choice. And that choice, brilliantly, is George Barnett Weah. We believe he can move us forward. He has done it in the past. He can do it now, and he can do it in the future. If I continue talking for even the next 2 hours, I will not get tired to disprove the prove the weakness.
This president speaking to you.
Ambassador, I was just telling them that a witness will go on Facebook to tell them that Joseph Boakai does not have control over this place here. And the alternative choice is George Barnett Weah. I'm speaking now, Ambassador Weah is here. The whole world here is. You saw Loba. Loba is not resolved over Joseph Boakai. We are disappointed in his leadership. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Abu. That was good talking to you. It was nice talking to you. You listened to
episode of Stanton embarrassing us again.
The hard clinical and coursework required to get licenses and jobs.
Another suspect that caught our eye is businessman Stanton Witherspoon, the CEO of a popular media company in Liberia. He was part owner of Siena College, where court documents reveal that he and his co-conspirators, quote, solicited and recruited people seeking nursing credentials and employment as an RN or LPN, and sent and caused others to send, via wire communications, information used to create false and fraudulent transcripts and diplomas from Siena College.
The chief motivation.
What happened? That's my question. That's my question I have today. What happened? Yes. What happened to our grandfather money that Stanton collected? What happened to it? Number one, three question. What happened to our grandfather hospital case? The operator on our grandfather, they messed up. That's one case. Number two, what happened to our grandfather nursing home case? They didn't take care of our grandfather good, and something happened at that nursing home. The Papi had sore all his body. The Papi's situation was worse. Something happened at that nursing home. That was a nursing home case. What happened to that case? Also, what happened to our grandfather life insurance? We're not talking about Stanton made stories. We're talking about true story. What that true story? What we want facts. We don't want no story that Stanton made up. We want to know what happened with these cases. With these cases. Matter of fact, 2 cases and 1 life insurance. I call it life insurance case. What happened to that? We need answer. You brought small money in Upper Darby. These things were hiding from some of us until it was revealed that all your money you get, all that money that Stanton get, that from the Papi, if the Papi wasn't going to have that situation he had, and if the Papi wasn't going to die, Stanton wouldn't have been buying houses and all this thing. But right, Stanton owed all his brother, his oldest brother and his oldest sister. He owed them. Bring all that document. Disclose it so we can believe you. Bring it all. And bring the actual number, the check that they release. Bring that check. The fact check. Not no or Stanton story check. We want a real check. Bring a real check document. The real check document. With all this or things, you close everybody up. All your...
But the big story on Action News tonight is the local connection to what federal investigators call a massive scheme to sell fake nursing degrees. We learned today that 2 Burlington County residents are among 25 people charged with operating the nationwide ring. Now, according to investigators, the group peddled more than 7,000 bogus degrees and nursing certificates to the tune of more than $100 million. Action News reporter John Paul joining us live in Camden tonight. And John, the feds say some of these fake nurses put real patients in danger.
Yeah, and that is the real concern tonight, Brian, that they may not have the background to actually treat people in a hospital-type setting. You know, I've confirmed tonight that Delaware actually annulled the licenses of 26 nurses already. And the feds tonight, they're charging people across the country, including 2 in South Jersey.
All of us feel this is egregious.
Strong words from the executive director of Delaware's Board of Nursing after learning of a massive scheme out of Florida to sell fake nursing degrees. And tonight, we've confirmed 26 nurses in Delaware had their licenses annulled in connection to the fake degrees.
These people who went to these Florida schools did not complete the curriculum, the education, and the clinical training that is required of all nurses to be eligible to sit to take their licensure exam and to be licensed as a nurse.
She says there are no reports of patients being harmed, but tonight 25 people across the country face charges for their involvement in the scheme that brought in more than $100 million, including Stanton Witherspoon and Alfred Sellew of Burlington County, New Jersey. He's home? Okay. Can we talk to him? We tracked down Witherspoon at his home in Burlington today, but family members said he couldn't talk. Over the phone, he told me he had to check in with his lawyer. Wednesday night, the Department of Justice released findings of what was dubbed Operation Nightingale.
When we talk about a nurse's education and credentials, shortcut is not a word we want to use.
Now the FBI is working to notify state nursing boards to ensure that unqualified nurses are not working in healthcare.
You're playing with people's health. How dare you play with someone's health like that?
It is important to note those nurses in Delaware, they have the right to appeal this decision. I also reached out to the nursing boards in Pennsylvania and in New Jersey. Still waiting to hear back from them. Live in Camden, John Paul, Channel 6, Action News. Brian?
It also tarnishes the reputation of nurses who actually did the hard clinical and coursework required to get licenses and jobs.
Another suspect that caught our eye is businessman Stanton Witherspoon, the CEO of a popular media company in Liberia. He was part owner of Siena College, where court documents reveal that he and his co-conspirators, quote, solicited and recruited people seeking nursing credentials and employment as an RN or LPN, and sent and caused others to send, via wire communications, information used to create false and fraudulent transcripts and diplomas from Siena College.
Listen to this other episode of Stanton embarrassing us again.
The hard clinical and coursework required to get licenses and jobs.
Another suspect that caught our eye is businessman Stanton Witherspoon, the CEO of a popular media company in Liberia. He was part owner of Siena College, where court documents reveal that he and his co-conspirators, quote, solicited and recruited people seeking nursing credentials and employment as an RN or LPN, and sent and caused others to send, via wire communications, information used to create false and fraudulent transcripts and diplomas from Siena College.
The chief motivation.
The Breakfast Club, bitch.
All right, Kenny, please tell me, why was I your donkey of the day?
Well, Donkey of the Day for Friday, January 27th goes to the 3 Florida nursing schools who sold up to 7,600 people across America fake diplomas. That's right. 25 people have been charged, and man, I wish I had all of their names. But let's talk about the schools. Palm Beach School of Nursing, Siena College, and Sacred Heart International Institute are all accused by the Justice Department of selling 7,600 diplomas and transcripts to people seeking licenses and jobs as registered practical and vocational nurses. As much as y'all complain about them people, and by them people, I mean the DOJ and the FBI, y'all sure make it easy for the house that J. Edgar Hoover built to get on y'all ass. Now, I know I told y'all I didn't want to think much this morning, and this is a story that doesn't make me think at all. Okay, this story does not require much thought because it's simple. Y'all fools is lazy. You're always looking for shortcuts. It's a bunch of people who don't want to work out, don't have the discipline to eat right. You just want to BBL your way to the top. Well, that ain't how life works. I mean, you can do it, okay, but the results you're looking for will not be everlasting. You will not be able to maintain that desired look. But we will discuss after we break down what happened at these nursing schools. In fact, I don't got to break nothing down. Let's go to NBC 6 News for the report, please.
It's called Operation Nightingale. Thousands and thousands of people taking shortcuts to become nurses. And officials say Operation Nightingale took aim at harmful fraud affecting public health. In total, 25 people charged, accused of operating and recruiting for 3 South Florida nursing schools.
The schools, they prepared and sold fake nursing school diplomas and transcripts to nursing candidates, knowing that the candidates would use those false documents to 1, sit for nursing board examinations, secure nursing licenses, and 3, ultimately obtain nursing jobs.
The alleged scheme, sell fake nursing diplomas and transcripts. The U.S. Attorney, FBI, and Inspector General say the school sold 7,600 fake nursing diplomas since 2016. The price, $15,000 a pop, netting more than $114 million. Investigators say of the thousands of diplomas sold, about a third are people actually practicing medicine.
You got to help your old Uncle Charlotte understand something here now. From what I read on ABC News, nursing candidates who allegedly participated in this scam, as you just heard, would pay as much as $15,000 for the fraudulent diplomas. Now, I was born in 1978, and when you're born in the 1900s, you remember a phrase, and the phrase is, time is money, money is time, and I'm not wasting neither. As I've gotten older, I've realized that phrase just sounds good. Okay, money is not time. All right, time is time and money is money. Time is more valuable. Okay, I've lost money and then turned around and got that money back and then some. That's never happened to me with time. I've never lost time and then gotten the time back and then tripled the time that I lost. No, that's not how time works. Therefore, I don't care how much money you spend, that money will not equate to the time it takes to actually take your ass to nursing school and earn the skills and credentials it takes to actually be a nurse. Now, ABC News said the defendants include owners, operators, and employees of the schools who prepared and sold fake nursing school diplomas and transcripts to nursing candidates, knowing that the candidates would use those false documents to, 1, sit for nursing board examinations, secure nursing licenses, and ultimately obtain nursing jobs in medical facilities, not only in Florida, but elsewhere across the country. Oh, this is so crazy. In fact, I don't know if y'all know, a couple of them got caught here in New Jersey Monday assisting in colonoscopies. In fact, if you got a colonoscopy anywhere in New Jersey on Monday, they want you to go on YouTube and see if you recognize your own ass, because
they have nothing to do. They have nothing to do. What we our father Bouaka, what Bouaka will do for this country. Bouaka has never developed himself in the 40 years that he worked in government. So how can a man develop you? He's not a successful man. He's not successful. So you cannot be successful with him because he doesn't know success story. He doesn't know success story. Point 9, ask him. For the 40 years that he worked in government, he was minister, agriculture minister, APRC director. Ask him, what did he achieve? Even in the 12 years as vice president, what is the achievement? And then when I said that, when I was senator Mosserado County, I built a road. Yes, Lockington Road, Colwell Road. Who built it? It's the Mosserado County legislator. The senator, I was the chief, and I said, we'll build a road, we'll build the markets there. We build those things. So when I said, the on Facebook said, well, how come the mayor not the president? No, I was not president, but I was a caucus chair. Every money that we take from the government, we take that money, and I'll tell you the truth, we go to our section, we sit down, we argue. I said, the money is not going to the Liberian people, not going nowhere. And that's how we build all these things. And then I can boast of it, and you tell me that how you boasting that you don't want to build a road. Yes, I built a road in Lockington. I faced that place in Colwell. I faced that place. And Sagosa is the senator, you know. He came, he was your honor of pedestal. He saw that everything was there, and that's why you are doing the best. So I'm not somebody new. Because somebody tell you, say, oh, the time with Coca-Cola. The time of Coca-Cola, I brought Coca-Cola in Basso. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? You get Coca-Cola to Basso school? Are you kidding me? You think our leadership that they put water in bottle and shake it? Are you kidding me? We're talking about the economy, to build the economy, and talking about Coca-Cola? Are you serious? But you see, why they can't tell you, they were boss that they work with other people and they came here, they get people a little Coca-Cola there. But they're not telling you that when we came to power, the Coca-Cola closed down and left. The Coca-Cola is drinking today, who brought it back? It's not the Coca-Cola that was here. We managed to bring our partner from Europe, and today you are drinking Coca-Cola, you are drinking Fanta. But I talk about today, and they talk about 20 years ago when they came to Barca, they go to the small children. You think that joke, we're joking here? We're not joking. That's our country. That's not a joke. What are you doing? That's not a joke. These people have no record. They have no record. They have no record. And the only thing that bothers to say, oh, and we're working with Coca-Cola, look, let us not joke here. I can boast about something I've done in the past. Because I know the history of the country. When they ran away, I was here. You understand? It doesn't matter how much you insult me. The other day we were on the field when they beat us. They insult my mother from the field to the street. The next day I came back to play for your country to defend the flag. That's who I am. You were talking about development. You even shame to tell people that yes, you know, you have done well. We didn't think that you're going to do well. We were looking. But now, okay, another term. It's a true democracy. Because during our time, the Unity Party asked us for all to promote peace and give them a chance, and they will go sunset. I remember that day, and I was reading today, that even the Bouaka, he doesn't say the truth. Bouaka then told us in that meeting that they were going sunset. My leader at that time, Winston Thomas, said, the sun did not rise, so he's not going sunset. And they all laughed about John, we are the real leader for CDC. And they asked him, are you coming with me? We're going sunset, let the young people take over. He said in my face, yes, madam. And they can come back and refute it. But it's the fact. When my party was crying behind me that, oh, you go negotiate with the people in the mansion, why we struggling? I told them, we are closer to leadership. We are closer to leadership. When there is no obstacle, there will not be miracle. So, don't worry. Let's give it up and let us promote peace in our country, because when there's peace, the Jeff Kogi, you will be minister one day, you don't know who you're going to be. So let us not fight. And we went to that meeting, and JMB, as they call him, he said to me in my face that we are going sunset. We will leave the country with the young people. So you see, you can see that he was not even honest saying it, because I could see it in his face. And today he said he want to run. Yesterday he was running again. Why he doesn't want to give up? There's nothing he got to do yet. He's supposed to give me the chance to take care of him. Like I'm doing now. Like I'm doing. Like I'm doing. He's my neighbor. I take care of him. Even though they're not honest, they will not say it. You understand? But I will not go personal today. I just want to encourage you to tell you that Liberia is our country. Liberia, this is our time. This is the young people time. Let us guide the country and make sure that we develop our country. So the same people that say that they are going sunset is the people that come to say they are rescuers and they are fixers. Are you kidding me? No. We're not. Remember CDC, the coalition, CDC. They were in government in 2017. We defeated Joseph Bouaka and the rest. We were not in government. Now we are the government. We are more than them. We must make sure we wake up to give that standing victory to our party and make George Manawia president again. I am your developer. And make Joy Howard Taylor a vice president again. Vote for Josephine. She believes in this and she will do it well. And vote for Sir Joseph. I want to say to all of you, thank you for coming.
Me. And everything that happened to you today, you deserve it. But I'm saying to you, besides George Manor, there's no one to rescue you. They did not rescue you all the previous, they cannot rescue you now. Those are telling you they can rescue you, and they see people that will rescue you. Everyone that tell you that they rescue you, we're rescuing them. I give to you that tell you I know nothing, but I've done something. Mr. Says, you live in our community, look at your community today in the So you see, that's what the problem we're having today. 12 years ago, they said they put a turbine for electricity. 1 week, everything spoiled. Now the problem we're having today, most are using generator and solar light. Is that you see people that put a turbine, no electricity, they spoil their person and rescue one. So the problem we're having electricity problem, that the problem they brought, they say they took 250 million to build a turbine. 1 week after, it got burned. They did not fix it. Just how the executive marshal got burned 16 years ago, but they did not fix it. The same marshal will fail that one won't come back and say that. So the public confidence. Everything is spoiled. They spoil it. And the one will fix it. First time voters, they spoil everything, they laugh at it, we're fixing it, and the one will want to come back. What I say to you, as I say, thank you. First time voters, your parents voted for us. Your parents voted for us in 2017. Today, we have performed well in 5 years. Josh Manuel, since 1847, our government hospitals have constructed more roads in this country. Today, I give you free education. It's unprecedented. Everywhere in the world, you got some countries struggling for free education. Today, you have in Liberia. You got free WSP. I am doing everything to develop this country. Just today, I passed by EDA Junction, and I can see that it's 97% to be finished. This road you see, but now you should have been driving on this road. But the market women came to me, they begged me that because of the coronavirus, the market did not really give them financial strength. So I should give them 6 months. I should not take them from there. So I told the woman, okay, I will do it. But when the 6 months come, your people move so they can build the roads. The road should have been done. But because our mothers call, that's why I said to the woman, I know she listened to me and she around, she'll tell you yes. They came to me and I told the public works minister, these women, it depends on selling. We cannot take them for a year. Let's give them another 6 months. And that's why you see that we still building, but we got in the rainy season. But I can guarantee you, in December, you will be very happy. You see the road will be fixed. I want you to I'm asking you, President voters, now we're not going to elect Josh Manuel. But let me explain something to you because you know I'm a former senator of Massachusetts County. Everyone we bring to you, the candidates on our ticket, they are very important to the growth of this country. If you vote for the opposition against us, they're going to harm us, most especially me. The parliament will be flooded with everybody that don't like the president, neither want to vote for the president instruments. So we need people to be in the parliament with us. If we say we want every child here to go to free hospital, they need to be united. You got people that will serve. If you put in opposition, they will not do it, and you will not have those privileges. And that's why I'm telling you, when you elect me, elect our candidates. It's important. It's important. You saw what happened when I brought about the 12 nationality. They voted against it. They convinced you. But they did not tell you the truth. What I was looking for, that once you're Liberian, you can be an American, you can be the French, you can have any passport. Yes. Their children have all the passport, but they don't want you to have it. Yes. You see, I am honest. My children don't need a visa to come to Liberia. Because they have the visa to come, and they are Liberian. Yes. Those are in Europe, they are Liberian. Yes. How we treat our own people because of war they left, their parents left and born them, they are Liberian. Today they can't come to Liberia because they don't have a Liberian passport, or they got to obtain visa. When they can't obtain the visa to their location, they have to struggle to come back home. That is wrong. Yes. That is wrong. All of you. Is that they can rescue you? They cannot. How will they rescue you when they never give you a free education? They can rescue you. The last time I spoke to you at my inauguration, I said to you, Liberians will not be spectator in their own economy. If you check the index, if you check the record, we have more Liberians company. Yes. In this country, more than 48,000 in this country. And you have foreign companies about 3,000. And that's what I meant, that Liberia will not be spectator in their own country. You see that we are building our own economy. Yes. So the amount of Liberian businesses open since 5 years is low. The 12 years ago. Yes. And the speaking, you can look at the index. Yes. So you got more Liberian company here. And that's what I meant. You will not be spectator in your own country. Yes. So you can see that this young man here, the footballer, as they said, he has done so much in 5 years than in the 12 years. But I will not lie to you, my friends and family. I came on board 18 years ago for the people's struggle. On May 30th, we got our first document to be a political party, the Congress for Democratic Change. Today, we are 18 years old in politics. Yes. And you know, on the ballot paper, we are number 18. When I play for PSG, I play with number 18. So I'm saying to you, on the 10th, we'll all walk on 18th Street to vote. Say 18th Street. 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 Thank you. Thank you. I really vote for George Manawia. I vote for Honorable Sir Joseph. I vote for Honorable Simple. It's important that our team go to the parliament. So when I tell them my people need this, they will join me to sign. Don't allow the opposition to be or in their houses. Please, don't do that. There will be a suicide. Moving forward, we have built this country, we're developing our country. Our citizens, I want you to know I can be trusted. I can be trusted. I am one of you. I remember my days in Gibraltar. It was not easy. And this is why I'm giving you the opportunity. Because I went through the struggle just like you. But I began before. I went through the struggle, and that's why I'm giving you the opportunity. I never had the opportunity to go to school. I will know when to pay my school fees. At that time, there was no free school. So we struggled. And when I came out home, I said, what happened to us in the past will not happen to the young children. Because the only thing the time you have people is that you are not educated. But if the people are not educated, you don't get a free school, how you expect them to be educated? And this is what I have done. To tell you you're not educated, I give you free school. Today you have more children going to public university. The numbers are going up, and that is good for our country because you are the future. Today, this is the 21st century. This is our time, young people. Let us seize the movement and make the country a better country. I want you on the 10th. On the 10th, I know you're going to go there and vote George Manuel because I am your choice. I will forever be your choice because I'm one of you. I want you to relax and go vote. And when you finish voting, leave the voting center. We have people that will mind your votes. We want the election to be peaceful. You know my people losing the game. There will be 20 people on the field, so wrong on the car, right? And you know that thing has been. You all play football, no? When you lose a 3-0, you'll be kicking ball. So you get all confusion. You know what? There's no play there, so you will not have no confusion. It's something happened the other day. It's sad in our young democracy. It's sad for a country that obtained and maintained the democratic tenure. For people to be champion for the racial blade because they don't have the same identity. That is wrong. That is unacceptable. We cannot go to election with that. We are all Liberian. If the person wear green, you wear blue, we stay in the Liberian. There's no need. There's no need. So, fellow citizens, going to election, avoid all of the hurubaru. They see you coming outside, first time voter to vote for George Manuel, they will provoke you. Avoid them and walk away. We need peace in this country. Those that do not work for peace, they are looking for trouble. We are the custodian of peace. I work as a peace ambassador in this country. And as child soldiers in this country. We cannot go back to the dark days. We have to continue for prosperity. I say to all of you, I want to thank you for the confidence reposing me. I will not let you down. I will not make you shame. Amen. my fellow aspirant, the Minister of Internal Affairs, my own brother Kemeya, who is the stand-up bearer of MOVE, Professor Ansu Soni, senior citizen of Magibi County, the superintendent, my fellow Magibian. Thank you very much. Mr. President, you know, if I start to praise you, people will say, but what do you expect? Nathaniel Fallow McGill worked with the president for 4.5 years. Mr. President, you started a journey 6 years ago. A journey that is taking us to the new Liberia. But before I go, let me get you an example. Let me say, Mr. President, you know, somebody told me a story, and I want you to listen. Because Liberia is just like the story I'm about to tell you. You know, we're in a plane. And we're flying the plane. The plane was 32 feet. And one guy just got in the plane, he said he want to go be a part of the plane. They got no idea how to fly a plane. You have more than 300 passengers on the plane. And they got you want to fly the plane, the guy has no experience. You know what happened to the plane? The plane will crash, eh? And the plane will crash? It's the same thing will go with Liberia. Somebody said for 12 years, the only thing the man was doing was to ask people to put your hand on and bring your hand down. And you say you want to remove the ballot. The man who has flown Liberia for 5, almost 6 years. The complexity of being a president, that is it, of being vice president. When you're vice president for 12 years, you know what it means to solve complex problems. Complex problems in the nation state with national security crisis. You don't have any idea. So the one my brother looking right now is who have been the ballot. Eh? The guy who had no idea to fly the plane. And Mr. President, you know, I already scared. I already hate flying plane. I see plane. And I said to myself, they got myself will fight. They told with that, but not fly the plane. So they follow. So I gotta be mindful. We gotta get to the new Liberia. Mr. President, I can praise you. All I can say to my Gideon, I told you before when we launched the Pocket Bank movement. I said the new Magibi, don't blame the president. Hold me responsible. If the president don't build a rule, if the president don't build hold me responsible. If the president don't build a new CH brand and that broke ground fall, hold me responsible. Because the message of the president, I can assure you that everything the president has said today, the president will deliver. Because as your senator, working along with the vice president, with the president of the Senate, I can assure you there will be new Magibi County. A new Magibi, Mr. President, you made emphasis that the new Liberia you want to build as a poor child coming from Gibraltar. You want to make sure that the struggle you went through to get education, young Liberians will go through. You had to walk, go in the ghetto to serve battle, to go to school. But today, when you took over, your first decision you made was to go to the University of Liberia. And you said to us, we are poor people children. Our fellow Liberians must have the opportunity to go to college. Mr. President, I never had an opportunity. You know the story. We go walk to go beg for scholarship. But he said this time people will not beg for scholarship. Our country will take the responsibility to make sure that you young people will go to school and get a degree and prepare yourself for the future of Liberia. And President Liberia want to build. And somebody is saying to me, abort this process. About this process, I want to say to my friends in the opposition, wait, 6 years is not too long. 6 years is not too long. 2029 we'll find a way. But this is where we are trying to take the promised land. Wait. I don't know why they are so eager. They are so eager. They have to wait. 6 years, not too long. You had 12 years. You had 12 years, but you never deliver. And you want to abort this process. But we are too smart for you. We are too smart for you. The future belongs to you. President Weah has made his record. This election is not for you, Mr. President. Whether you win, which I know you will do, you are already president of Liberia. The people will call you president no matter what. But this struggle, you are in it because of us. Because of us. You want to lay a new foundation for a new Liberia. For the young people. For the young children. The young people who don't have opportunity to go to school. I know you always said it before. That next year, next academic year, the president will pay YF fee, correct? The president pay YF fee, correct? The president made college education tuition free, correct? But I said to you, next academic year, no student in public high school will pay tuition ever more to go to school. This president will make it possible. This president, this is a new Magibi, this is a new Liberia we want to build. And I tell you, the future is bright. But you already said it. Mr. President, I want to thank you. There are those who don't know you. They don't know you, so they criticize you. But I know you very well. I know you so good. You know your president is my brother. I know you good. There's a man who cares for you. Leadership is not for power, it's the person who have a heart for you. Somebody who get heart. You can make them the president, but you don't have to get heart for you, forget it. Forget it. But the man who go to bed every night, when he get up, he say, what can I do for my people so my people can benefit? Magibi, we cannot afford to allow the election to go second round. The opposition wants second round. It will cost Liberia $105 million to go second round. You need $40 million to go to school. To build a new C.H. Rennie hospital. You want C.H. Rennie? You want to spend extra $40 million just for second round business? When you go second round, you want to be no benefit? That the opposition, the political people, they benefit. Because they want to negotiate. I already know that. Everyone know that, correct? So don't listen to them. We want one round. What we want? One round. Thank you, Mr. President. Thank you. I know you will deliver. You always deliver before. I want to say thank you. Mr. President, I can't praise you too much. When I praise yourself, I can't praise you. But let God will bless you. God will bless the President. Thank you so much, Magibi. Thank you. Thank you. Victory for all. Victory for all. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Now we take a very small comment from one of the sons of Magibi, who believes in the president very much like myself, Sekou Kalasko.
Of Ghana. He identified the problem, he knew the solution, and he wanted to change the course of Ghana today. And that when he came out and said Ghana is the best. And Ghanaians, every time you see Ghanaians, they will tell you Ghana is the best. Ghana is the best. So they built for them that model that Ghana is the best. And today, the reality of Ghana being the best in our West African region. They invited African Americans to take residence in their country to grow their tourist industry, including Obama, Michelle, and a lot of people going there. They brought in the U.S. military contract, even though they pushed back on it. The U.S. saw interest in it. They came also too and brought in the Toyota plant. And today now, they are trying to secure a manufacturing plant. So what does that tell you about us? What does that tell you about us? When they ask Ghana, when somebody go to Ghana and say, how old are you guys? Oh, we pretty much 60 or 70 years old. Oh, for real? Yes. But there's a country not too far from here called Liberia. They are 174 years old. Oh, wow. They might have more things than you guys. Oh, no. Some of them are here. There are many of them come here, they die here. That's how Liberia is. And why you think? Because we are not defined the direction that we want the country to go. Each and every one of us want our own direction for Liberia. As long as Benjamin Sylvie can go and take $45,000, that's my direction for myself. And as long as I keep quiet, that's your direction because you take along with him, you along with him. That's why Liberia can't go nowhere. That's one of the reasons why I tell you guys that I'm not going back to that country. Yes, I'm not going back to live. I'm sorry to hurt some of you guys feeling, but time is not on our side. They just broke here. Is after what? 2 in Liberia. Is after 11 my side here. We have only 12 hours in a day. Yeah, 12 hours of daylight. 12 hours of daylight. Because there are 24 hours in a day. How much thing can we do in the daytime? There are times that you do something today and leave it for tomorrow. We wasted 174 years of making our country better. And the reason is up to 174 years and we are not doing anything. For every minute, every second, every nano or many seconds in a day, we waste time in our country to fix things for ourselves. And we kept putting it off. 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 Now today, our country, throughout the counties, we don't have what it takes to classify a country as a developing country. No better school system. No better healthcare system. No water standard. Nothing. And then when somebody come in and want to do a little work. Hey, Michael Tibbetson, what's up? And want to do a little work. George Weah is the symptom of what's going on in our country. We need to understand that whoever want to come after George Weah, they should be better than George Weah. That's the bottom line that I got for you. Anybody who disagree with George Weah. If you want to be better, if you want to remove George Weah, you should be better than George Weah. Some of you guys play soccer here, right? A player that is on the field doing his best. He's not injured, nothing wrong, but the coach just said, one more, Michael Tibbetson, for example. Let me pick on Michael Tibbetson here because I don't think you have issue with me picking on him. Warm up Tibbetson, and Tibbetson on the line warm me up. Next thing you go to say, okay, come out of the field, Mr. Player, Tibbetson go in. What do you think the coach expectation and what you think Michael expectation will be on that field? Michael is going to perform and even outperform the player they took out of the field. Because Michael will want to be the starting player rather than the substitute player. The reason Liberia is 174 years old and we have not achieved anything up to the standard we're supposed to be based on our age and our existence is very simple. We have challenges in the country that I would see as problem, but we have not been able to find a solution, the strategy to define the solution. And then combine the problem and the solution and turn the direction of where we want the country to be. Somebody say, I am not against holding Benjamin accountable for the loan he contracted and forced himself to make. All right, let me see what he wrote here. All right, and forced himself to make. Forcing him to make payment plan for a loan he defaulted. All right. Wait, hold on here. My screen is small. Let me read it here. Okay, so it's open up now. So let me say that I am not against holding Ben Senvi accountable for the loan he contracted and forcing him to make payment plan for the loan he defaulted on. But when there will be, okay, let me see. I'm not understanding your statement here, my brother. But when, okay, I'll just realize that because I don't know here. Maybe I'm making error. I don't know, but just how you read it, I'm going to, because you said, but when there will Weah administration account for the 25 million MAP or exercise, which you have never mentioned in your podcast. That's why you don't know me. That's why you don't know me, baby. I'm not going to argue on that. Bedede, you don't know me for true, Bedede. You don't know me, but let me give you, let me tell you where to go, Bedede. All right? I got somewhere for you to go at. Guys, y'all hold on. There are some, skeptics here. Let me just try to show this guy here, all right? So, you see the page I'm broadcasting on right now, all right? It says J-A-Y. It's spelled out J-A-Y, right? All right. Now, I see your clarification there. Thank you for that. Now, let me give you another one again, all right? So, apparently you don't know me. So, saying you don't know me, I will show you something here for you to see here, all right? Okay. You see your other page here? This one here, where I'm pointing my finger at. It when I got J. Your homework is to go on the page and take up to a month. That question you just asked, that opinion question you just asked, or comment you just made, go there, you will see. All right? So let's move on here. When you come as stranger and you come today and see me talking today, and you don't know where I came from, that is one of the disconnect about Liberians. That's why I said, one of the things that I do is to know your history. When you go meet a doctor for the first time, when you go apply to a school for the first time, why you think they're asking you for some historical information before they take you? Because they want to know where you start and where you are now. In Liberia, we don't believe in doing historical research. Bedede just saw Randy talking in a few months. He came and joined Randy. But he don't even know how long Randy been on Facebook. And I think if Thomas is honest with you, Thomas will tell you, even the Moses that is on Sky TV, do you know who made Moses popular today? It was me that made Moses popular. So I'm not here to come be lecturing you on that one. Okay, so let me progress it. All right? So, let me put a plug in here. Let me see here. All right, there you go. So yeah, where we are now. The reason Liberia is now making progress today is because we are, and we have been a bunch of unserious people. We are not defining the direction of our country. We are not identifying the problem for our country. And from year in and year out, from generation to generation, all we do is to just have a good time. And because it used to be done without any spotlight, now with Facebook, you're getting to see now what interests attract many Liberians today. When it comes to politics, political gossip, they're there in number. But when it comes to discussing the direction of the country, you don't find us in those places. You don't find us doing those things. And that's why I say every year we just add numbers to our country and our individual ages, but we're going nowhere. We're going nowhere. All right? We're going nowhere. All right, I have been following you since 2014 with different names. Why are you having different names in the first place? The fact that you're having different names, I mean, I got a problem with you. What are you having different names for? Like, you a fake man? See, for me, I don't have that kind of behavior. I wouldn't did it once, and I was doing the time I was not on Facebook. Yeah, but you have been following me now, but to follow me is one thing, but to track what I'm saying and get the most important things is another thing. Yes. You can be in a car driving with people, but you don't see what the driver is seeing because the driver making sure that everything that compromises safety for you in a car, he's going to pay attention to it. There are times that you'll be sleeping while the car going. So if you pose that question and say, oh, I never said anything about that. Samuel Tuer himself, all right, Samuel Tuer himself on Michael Gilmore's show in July, he said, if you watch that show, Randy, my own friend, was joining Mo Ali them and telling them that I'm guilty of the $25 million. Where were you at that time? Because I play on my show here. Where were you? So come on, man. Forget about it. You don't know me like that. And we just know you on Facebook. You don't know me like that. You know how long it takes for the Liberian community here to try to find something on me and they cannot find it? No. Because I'm a different Liberian. I live in the country for a long time, but I don't associate with Liberians. I don't go to Liberian party that much. Even if I go, I sit down quietly and walk away. Because I knew that one day people will put people's character on the line. So let me progress here, my brother. Let not make the thing our discussion. I say no more Again, your post will be read later. Let me focus on what I'm about to say here, all right? So, we have not been a successful country because we are not defined who we are. And until we begin to do those things, and I believe that starting from our politicians, when we have made mistake, let us not make that same mistake. If you remove a bad player, put a good player on the field. Now, that said, let me bring you guys to the main topic here. Joseph Boyka, Alexander Cummings. So there is the plan going around that Cummings should compromise his interest. And that will be one of the biggest mistakes that Cummings will ever make in his political career. And that will make him to be one of the stupidest men that ever joined the Liberian politics. It is being said that Cummings is trying to go as Joe Boyka vice president. Even though Boyka, after being in government for 42 years, 25 years, which I don't give a damn about, but what I want you to understand about Joe Boyka, he got flogged by George Weah because he could not defend the number of years he served in public, as a public servant, and the 12 years he worked with Ellen. He could not defend Ellen's policy to persuade the people of Liberia to win. Can you imagine that? Obama defended his 8 years record. Joe Biden, King, as vice president for 8 years, defended that record, and he became president today. But Boyka, for 12 years under Ellen, could not convince the Liberian people about what they did, and that the man coming want to go underneath. And the same policy that Ellen carried out, Joe Boyka is saying that he's going to complement the policy. You see, when they say not all executives in corporate America are created equal, Cummings is one of them. I believe today that Cummings got that position because of affirmative action. And the affirmative action, as you know it, but for the Liberian that don't understand it, when it gets so white people there, they take one black man and put a black man there. So when the other people come, they say, oh, we got black man here, yes. I honestly believe that Cummings did not merit being a vice president for Coca-Cola, but it was through an affirmative action that got Cummings over there. Because from what I'm seeing Cummings doing today, learning in the country and saying, oh, we cannot keep doing the same thing over and over and expect different results, and seeing aligning himself with people with bad character, it stands that Coca-Cola will go against, and Cummings compromising himself. That tells me something about Cummings. That Cummings was just put in that structure because he was a black person. And that one of the reasons why they sent him to South Africa, to South Africa, Kenya, Ghana, and Nigeria. Nigeria, Kenya, and I would say South Africa. All right? Because that's who he is. It was through affirmative action that he got up there. Because Cummings came with a model, and there's one thing we call understanding the political culture. If you understand the political culture, you know how to carefully place yourself, because you got your agenda, and your agenda should be well placed by meeting the challenges that people have. So I'm hearing that Cummings is trying to go as VP for Joe Boyka, even though in the CPP agreement, whoever is elected as the standard bearer, that individual has his right to look around and pick someone as a vice president. But everything so far has been planned, pre-planned, that Cummings going to go. Now, hear what they're telling Cummings now. Now, when you listen to this, they are telling Cummings, hey, Cummings, here's the thing here. When you go with Joe Boyka, in our dream, we become the leader of that country. Joe Boyka will now go for second term. Oh, yeah, that's a good idea. You see that, Cummings? Yes. And then guess what? You will go and run for president. Is that right? Is that right? And Cummings being the kind of person he is, not far-sighted, not smart, not reading things through, not talking to other people, He's not doing photo op with Joe Boca. Whether they're going to win, whether they're going to win, Comey is trying to embarrass himself that he's not an independent man. All right? That he's not an independent man. But here are some of the risks that Comey is putting himself into. Number one, those hyenas, those coyotes that are just waiting to have their part of time. For example, if they go to bed and Joe Boca become president in their dreams, the first 6 years, they don't tell you their financial standard right now. They don't tell you where the financial standard is right now. The first 6 years, they know that the possibility of getting another 6 years, they're not going to compromise it. They're going in there to grab and go. They will do anything and everything to enrich themselves while Comey is serving as vice president. They know Joe Boca don't have a long life. Joe Boca can see his demise even before the 6-year end, and this is reality because the old man is sick. Joe Boca could say, I'm not going to run the second term, but they could cause more damage. And what will happen to Comey? When those guys have gone in there and do what they want to do for themselves and damage the image of the country, and Comey will be sitting down there. And the Liberian people will get very furious, bitter, and say, but we thought these people came as angels. Look what they had done to us. They will be damaging Comey already. Boca can't control them. Boca is sick. Boca cannot stand on his feet for 9 hours in a day. You better see Boca walking around in the street. You better see Boca. Boca is sick. COVID is around. Boca is dodging COVID than anyone on the battlefront who trying to dodge a bullet. So he's indoor throughout. But we'll come to Boca for a few minutes from now. So those guys will go on the ground and get what they want to get. So all the guys you see around here, the man who told for the $5,000, you think that just the limit? You wait when he get there too. He's going to quadruple that for the $5,000. Because they're going to say, you know what? This is our time. This is our time. And then what's going to happen to Comey? Comey will be there as vice president and they will destroy Comey's image. That a Comey in their dream decide to run for president. The Liberian people will reject Comey. And that's why they will fuck Comey. Comey don't see it. He not seeing the big pictures. He not seeing the big picture. You came to the country and you said, we can keep doing the same thing over and over and expect different results. But you going and swimming, marching, walking, driving with political guru who are schooled into tricks of other people. All right? That's exactly what they're going to do to Comey. But right now, his supporters, they will not see it that way. They will not see it that way. You see, when Noah was building the ark and told the people that there will be a rain, they denied. So the eye of Liberian denying things, it's not real. I told them from the beginning of the year that nothing will be accomplished in Liberia. They deny it, right? This is September. We got October, November, December. 3 more months to go. Nothing will realize. So when Liberian men come and tell you, oh, this is not happy, don't listen to them, please. You know why? Ask them for 174 years. Why we don't have road connecting all the different counties? Because they have been in denial that they were not even going to reach the 174 years. So it is a doctor behavior of putting themselves first. They're supporting somebody who could not give the Liberian people a 12-year message to convince the population of people to vote for them. But they want you to believe that Joe Boca is their man. That country fucked up. Right now, if they ask every one of us to go back to Liberia, you think someone else support Joe Boca? They will not do it. Because they know their children will be going back with them, especially if they were not born here. If they were born here, they will stay here. But they know their health will be compromised. They know they're not in a position to get anything. They will be afraid. But because they don't live there, so they are not part of that circle of people that they want for some. Think about it. Joe Boka was there for 12 years and he couldn't propagate one single message. You see, we Liberians, we feel complacent about other people's country. We live here, we enjoy ourselves, we got good life, but we don't have that Liberia-centricity about our people back home. So Cummings is walking into a lion den. He can take that bait, but he can only pray that maybe after 2 years, Boka can pass away, or Boka can become completely immobile, that he cannot move, that he can take power. But as long Boka is president in a dream, Cummings will not be president, because those very guys, they just want to weather the storm. Politics, election is about numbers. They are worried that since we spoke about Cummings going to take side where we are in the future, they listen and they put those things together. Now they're bringing Cummings on board. They bring Cummings, let's take picture as evidence that you're supporting us. Did you see them taking picture before like that? No. But when we came here and told the Liberian people that in the end, Cummings will end up us supporting George Weah, and George Weah will are coming to the government and make Cummings people this, maybe I spirit it being so early. Don't see the number small like this. But the information that we provide here is very powerful to them. But they will not admit it, even if they're dying of cancer. They will not tell you, say, we stole some Randy idea. They will not do it. Because of the insincerity that lives in some of them. They were totally against Cummings. But when we lay out that matrix, how Cummings will relate, because there is a history where Unity Party and Liberty Party work together. And then MPP work together with CDC, and today here we are. They know that. They know that. They know that. 12 years, the man sat over there and he cannot give one message to the people. One message to the people. How can you be president for 12 years and you cannot convince the people? And you cannot convince the people. You cannot convince the people. Very shameful. Very, very shameful. Not even compared to Al Gore and George Bush. Because when Florida made that call and said Al Gore wanted, George Bush didn't challenge it, they went to court. Al Gore said, okay. He didn't even come that far. It was another guy who came up with that. 12 years. So let Cummings sit over there and allow God to use him. It just goes to show his level of ignorance when it comes to politics. He got no clue. Cummings came from a structured environment and he will be used every day. I just feel sorry for him. Because the time he's supposed to listen to the right people, it will be too late for him. Yes, it will be too late for him. It will be too late for Cummings. It will be very late for Cummings. Cummings will not realize anything in our country. Yes, he will not realize anything in our country. All right? Let me read a few comments here again before we get to the Joe Boka issue here. So here, basically said Boka was in Kakatan just recently to debunk that analysis. So out of 6 months to 9 months, Boka show up in one county, then I cover everything, right? When last did Boka speak on any issue? How long was he in Kakatan for? Did he walk around? Where's the video evidence to show what Boka was doing there? So you want to be the Boka spokesman. Was he by virtual means in Kakata? Maybe like you on Zoom and you see yourself in Kakata? You think that what will convince the Liberian people? Boka is a sick man. Boka will be one of the most expensive presidents if you ever get that lucky break, which you will not get. The man got a pacemaker in him. You know what it takes to maintain a pacemaker? The man's heart is not normal anymore. And that one thing that Cummings will pray God for. That in a dream, not a correlation. If Boka ever become president in a dream, one that thing malfunction, and the ability to keep Boka alive, it don't happen. Cummings will be president. If that what Cummings will gamble on, so shall it be. Then I will tell you to go for it. Because Boka living with pacemaker in his heart, you're not a human being anymore. Your mobility is restricted by doctor order. And Boka himself, because of power greed, he putting his health at risk. And even his wife, Katumu, is not telling him. Because the pressure that you're going to go on him as president. He was our president, and Ellen kept him cool. Let me tell you one of the secrets why Ellen did not force Boka to be president. Ellen knew that Boka is sick. And there was going to be no condition that she was going to pressurize Boka to go and take that bait. And that's why Ellen did not push Boka to be anything in our country. But you guys are in broad day denial. That's why you see many Liberians in the country die because they don't go to the hospital. They will get sick before they go to the hospital and it get too late. It's something that is part of our culture. Men in their 40, 50, they don't even go to do prostate or colon exam because we don't believe in those things. Boka is sick. He got pacemaker in him. Do you know what it means when you have that kind of condition? You will be very expensive. JFK was a sick president. There were times when you watch the documentary, he used to be sick on an S41. It became worry for the Democratic Party and for his family. This Joe Boka man, he in a country that don't even know how to even suck the blood out of a pacemaker. He will spend most of his time in foreign countries, whereby the country will be left in the hands of hyena. Are you guys thinking about that? No, you cannot think about that because you know what? Y'all know the old man is sick. So y'all will have the opportunity to do what you want to do in our country because you guys are not Liberia-centric. You're only there for your own personal gain. So you will do anything and everything to push Boka to the edge. Boka will be out of hospital, in hospital, more than the time he will spend in the hospital, in the office. But you're not seeing the risks because you don't factor in the risks. And the way I expect coming to stand his ground. The people know Boka will not be mobile. Boka cannot sit down for 8 to 9 hours to discuss anything. Look at the man without no makeup. Look at him without no makeup. Does he look normal to you? When last Boka giving you guys out there his medical record to be fit for anything? When last? Donald Trump asked Hillary Clinton for her record. They presented it. Donald Trump himself presented his record. He presented it. All right? But you guys don't see this thing to tell the Liberian people that the man will be a more liability. Some of you guys here, you work in the medical area. You know what it means to have a health maintenance program insurance. You know what it means. And now we're a man with a pacemaker who had to go and seek different opinions and had to travel around. Look at the Nigerian president today, Buhari. Man spent 9 months in the United Kingdom. Thank God that country, they operate independently. From their provision to other places, they operate independently. How many of you guys think about those things? But nobody want to say anything because you want to damage that country, because you don't care for that country. This man is sick, but still you're pushing him to the edge. You're pushing him to the edge. You're pushing him to the edge. We are playing soccer, Mr. Man. Was a soccer player. He's young. He's in 50. So why are you asking for a record? He got the right to present it to you. But is healthy. How many times have you seen we are going to the hospital? How many times have medical record have shown you from the day he played soccer to after he left football? He goes to the hospital all the time. All the leak, all the bombshell that can come about. When last have you heard that we are got medical record? But you not hear the bombshell that we are. You see, you're like to compare things that make no sense. If we had medical issue, it was going to be presented out there long time ago. Because everything that we are done, we are working with Jackie Appiah, is showing, we are doing another one, is showing Finabono slapping, we are well because of something good. You're talking about it. You think if we have medical record problem, we're not going to come out here? These are some of the insincere behavior. Y'all know that woman. Looking at that woman, physical look. He doesn't look normal. He's sick. He feeding pain every day that comes. But you're forcing him to put on the smile that is pinning him inside. Still, you don't want to say anything. Still, Boka will spend more time in the hospital and there will be a pure waste. I don't think the Liberians are willing to put money into Boka medical bills than what they can afford. And that's one of the reasons why Boka will not be president. We will let the people know that Boka cannot. Boka is coming in as a liability already. He is a medical liability. He is an incompetent individual coming without other liability. We cannot take all the negative things from somebody like that. No. And Cummings should know better that Boka is not the right person for this country. Cummings should not let his guard down, even if they brought him on for whatever reason. Let him not let his guard down. Boka is not fair. Boka will be a burden on our country. Money will be spent on Boka health than put it in the economy. Boka medical bill will put the country in debt. Can you imagine a country owing debt because of somebody's medical health? How do you think the world will look at us today and in the future? How do you think our children will look at us? That we saw a man with a pacemaker who 1/4 is already in the grave, who heart is already died off, and you take that man and go put him in office. How do you think your grandchildren will evaluate you? How do you think? All because of political reason? Why can't you guys look among yourself and bring us somebody who is going to take on Boka in the CPP or in the Unity Party to say, oh man, I'm standing next to you here. I think I can do better. Which one of you? You guys don't even have that self-confidence in yourself. You guys don't have that self-confidence in yourself. Do you think a Boka was in Sierra Leone, in Ghana, in Ivory Coast? You think he would not have people to take on him? Look at Bobby Wine in how do you call the country here? What do you call the country? Say Bobby Wine. What the African country name? I know Mozambique. Yeah, I think Mozambique, if I'm not mistaken. But I stand to be corrected here. Why you think Bobby Wine, as young as he is, taking on God, I know Musimbi or what his name? Why you think he couldn't say, let the old man go? Because those guys from the East are very much smarter than some of us from Liberia. They believe in their skill. They believe in themselves. But you know why? Because we are bluff boys and girls. We don't believe in taking responsibility. So we want to put the old man there while he's sleeping. Then we'll go and buy the most expensive car, ride in our little Monrovia town, and do nothing to improve the country because that's all we want. And that's all we want the old man. Anybody who want to make progress will show themselves. But these guys you see passing around here, that's all they want to do. They want to go out there, wear the more expensive clothes, drive around. They're not going to change anything. They find that they got a man who is medically immobile, can't do anything for himself, pushing him to the edge, so that when he sit down there in a dream, then they will have the leverage now to go and buy expensive car, riding around in the town. Now, one day we will come to listen to them here. The woman don't even have a message from 2017, what he wants. Ask Boka, what are the 3 elements that you can put in place to determine why Liberia should elect you? He doesn't know that. Liberia got a problem. Yes. How do we find a solution to the problem? And why are we finding a solution to the problem? What direction Joe Boka want to take this country? If he cannot articulate that during the 2017 election, all the time he sat over there, what can he do now? What can he do? Somebody said, I'm deeply saddened by your inhumane discretion. Why make it so inhumane? Somebody said you can't say that? Somebody said you can't say that? Oh, but in America here, when Trump get ready and say, we need to get Hillary Clinton record. We need to get Barack Obama record. Medical record. So it doesn't happen in Liberia, right? So when it comes to Liberia, the rule doesn't apply. Why you think when you about to go do a piece of job, why they always send you for medical evaluation? That dehumanizing you there? If you go on a piece of job, why they will send you to go to the occupational net to get some clean record, to do your blood work? Why you think they send you for those things? You see how the country fucked up? You see some of the reason why when I tell you guys I don't want to be around certain Liberians people? You see it? The people in the country will send many of you guys to go do blood. Why is it at the end of the year? Unless maybe some of you guys don't go see your doctor or something like that. But you see all the things on the wall here. Let me show it to you guys. You see all the people on the wall over there. These are all my medical. Turn in there. All right? Because I have to go see my doctor. Why is it that when your child going to school, here they say bring your child medical record? Why? Why do you think they're asking for those things? Why do you think they're asking for those things? Oh, I guess, that's why I always say the white man better than the black man, right? Especially the Liberian man. Because I think the white man is very smart. All right? Oh, you do physical every year, right? Okay, that's under the HIPAA law. You do your physical, fine, you can keep it. But when you want to become a public figure, that law will not apply. You have to present your medical records because the people will want to know the physical and mental state of their leaders. If we cannot teach our people back home, but want to take a man who is medically ill and blinded that bring people eyes and mind and put him there so that when things happen, say, oh, something wrong with the man, they kill a man, they kill a man. Because all you will say, CDC people kill a man. We will not allow that to happen. If we make that a demand, everyone will present their medical record. Because we don't want to use the taxpayer money to feed somebody in the hospital more than the job they're supposed to be doing. We can't do that. And these are the fundamental things that our people need to understand. Bawka is not medically fit to be president in our country. He's sick. Until a doctor can give us, the Liberian people, that he's fit to work, and should in case something happen, that doctor will take that responsibility. Because in America, one of the greatest things that everybody is afraid of is liability. Nobody want to take anybody problem in this country here. That's why when you go get car insurance, at least they ask you for liability. Because when you hit somebody, that money you pay as the liability insurance will cover that damage you done to that person's car. Every leader, aside from their political requirements, there should also be a medical requirement that the Liberian people need to know. We must introduce those things. We must introduce those things. We must introduce those things. Everybody, we must introduce those things. You can't have a man who sit down all day, bare right, can't move around. You don't even see him going anywhere to go buy his own grocery. You don't see him going anything. You don't even see him in the public wearing mask. Say, oh, there go our old leader over there. He and Ellen Johnson said they are battling against COVID that you cannot even see them in the public. Then at the man you come, oh, Bawka is the man, Bawka is the man. Look at Cummings. Cummings, most of the time, is in the street. Yes, we see Cummings as physical evidence. We see Ure sometimes in the street. And we see the other young politicians in the street. But you can barely see Bawka. Only pictures that you see Bawka on all the time. Only pictures. That kind of remind me of Steven Seagal movie when he killed one of the twin brothers and had a picture that did to his father and said, yeah, the guy here. Then that's the man you want to get to Liberian people. Is that your Liberian centricity there? We will open the Liberian people's eyes and tell them that Bawka is not normal. Bawka is a sick man. The old man is sick. You know what it takes? I work for a company where we used to manufacture pacemaker. That thing is very expensive to maintain. It's very, very expensive to maintain. There are times that you have to go for a check. When last Bawka ever went for that medical checkup to see how that pacemaker is working? When last? When last? And you're sitting down here and putting that old man into his early grave by putting him in a situation that he cannot handle. Because he will not be able to handle it. He will not be able to handle it. The hospital will not prepare for it. What will happen? They will end up flying him to Ghana. And when Ghana prep you a little bit, they will end up giving you a referral and going somewhere. We cannot buy a bad product. Bawka is a bad product. He is not fit to be a leader. He has 12 years. He couldn't convince the Liberian people. Bawka is medically sick. We will not take a sick man to spend money on. There are a lot of young people in our country whose parents are working with their children that has some medical condition, and because their immune system can fight it, we should redirect that money to the children and not to Bawka health. Bawka chose to do what happened to his health. It's sad for him, but the Liberian people will not be willing to spend that money behind Bawka. No. Let Bawka take care of his own health. Bawka was there for 12 years. When last did he whisper in any ear that we need to have a retirement plan? We need to have a Medicaid plan, something like a Medicaid plan for us. All right? Thomas, you know nothing about the medical institution. You know nothing about the medical institution, Thomas. You know nothing about the medical institution. Absolutely nothing. Nothing. Nothing you know. All right? Nothing you know. The pacemaker, all right? The pacemaker. I don't know where I have that thing here so I can show you. I hope I can find my bag. If it's not in there, maybe it's somewhere here. You know nothing about pacemaker, Thomas. Absolutely nothing. You never even worked in the field before. All right? Nothing about pacemaker. I work in the field. All right? There is something called the envelope. It's not just the actual pacemaker that they put in you anymore. There is something called the envelopes. The envelope is like something that contains that pacemaker after it's implanted in you. It's very expensive to clean up. All right? It's very expensive. You had no clue about that, Thomas. No clue. All right? You had no clue. It's not the meaning of jack of all trades. It's called experience. It is called experience. I told you guys here that the field that I study, it gave me the right to work in different industry. It gave me the right to work in different industry. As an environmental manager, as a health and safety manager, as a sustainability manager, and as a security manager. How you think I got all these experiences that I have today? Because that area is very universal. Even in your own house, Thomas, I can come there and tell you to properly manage the chemical you use in your house. That in the morning when you get up, you open your window because the formaldehyde that is stored within the product overnight, when you close your house and heat your home up, it releases those VOC in the air. Open your damn window so that you can get some fresh air in it. That's the career that I chose for myself, Thomas. That's the career I chose for myself. So it's not just knowing it or no. It's working in all the industry. Chemical, petroleum. You go in the chemical industry, what they have there? Don't they have environmental managers that work there? Yes. You go in the construction industry, don't they have environmental managers that work there? Yes. You got no clue about what you're talking about. Absolutely no clue. Absolutely no clue, Thomas. Thomas got absolutely no clue. No clue about what you're talking about. The man said he sat in your room for 7 years and did nothing. 7 years and did nothing. Let Thomas tell what his area of expertise. You see, when you want to support somebody, support the person based on the issue, not based on your feelings. And that's what he's doing here. He's supporting somebody on his feelings. Have you ever gone to the company called Medtronics? Medical device company Medtronics? Yes, I work for Medtronics. Where's my wallet? Let me show you my stuff. So you want to distract me? I love distraction. Because I know how to work with distracted people. All right? I'll show it to you here, Tommy. Don't worry. You're messing with the wrong guy, Tommy. You're messing with the wrong guy. I'm not like your friend in here. I'm not like your friend in here, Tommy. There you go here. Medtronics. Go define the name of the company here. Medtronics. You see here? That's the company I work for here. Medtronics. All right? It's a medical device company. What was my position there at that time? Industrial engineer 2. What do you think we did over there? What do you think we did over there? Are you sitting in some kind of little kiosk and taking phone call? No. We actually work with the product. There is something called product development phase. When a product is being developed, whether it's the scientist, the chemist, we work with them to determine what are the regulatory requirements. And while working with these people, they give you more ideas about what the product is all about. And through that process, you learn. So don't come here to can't say anything here. You are in no position here, Thomas, to argue here with me. No, you stand no chance. You stand no chance, Thomas. Between you and myself, you stand no chance to understand anything here, Thomas. To be honest with you, you stand no chance. Not even 1/3 of you making the case against me here. To be honest with you, you stand no chance here, Thomas. I will be honest with you here. You stand no chance. You stand no chance. 22 years, you stand no chance. 10 years, you stand no chance. So just listen and let's discuss the thing. Pacemaker is very expensive to take care of. Boca is not in a position to do those things. Let's accept it. You stand no chance. Go and define. I just show you the company website here. All right? Medical technology, Medtronics. Anybody who live in Minnesota, tell them to look for Medtronic. All right? Tell them to look for Medtronics. This guy, he wants to serve as a distraction, but he's an embarrassment. Let me tell you now. He is a total embarrassment. Like I said yesterday, his sister worked for Ellen, and they did nothing for that country. He flew from here and went and met with Ellen. They did nothing. Because you know why he's angry? He's angry because we are not giving them the opportunity that they used to get when they were with Ellen. No, we are not giving it to them. So he goes around and want to distract people to do here and there. But I will deal with him here because I know him very well. I know him very well. All right? And like I said, he stands no chance to compare me to anything here. I will be blunt with him. All right? I work in the field. I'm telling you, I didn't tell you that I'm a surgeon. I'm telling you how expensive it is to maintain. Then you want to kind of, that's a thing, that's a thing. When last have you worked in any medical field, Thomas? When last? Do you really have the credentials to work in the area that I work in? You don't have the credential. You know that because you told me that. You don't have the credential. You don't have the credential. So just zip it up. Let me inform the Liberian people. All right? Just zip it up. Let me inform the Liberian people. I'm not going to debate. What am I going to debate with you for? You don't have the credential. What am I going to debate with you for? All right? Why am I going to debate with you for? Why am I going to debate with you for when you don't have the credential? You told me what you do for a living. You sit in your home all day and pick up phone and do medical billing. That's what you do. That's all you do. So what are you going to argue here for? You don't have the credentials. So let me progress here, man, folks. Let me progress. Forget about Thomas. So Barker is not in a position to do anything. He's medically ill, and we must inform the Liberian people on that. Yes, we will not allow Barker to be president of that country, to allow the people of Liberia to pay his medical bill. Let Barker stay there. If it comes to Barker and Cummings going again, I would rather take Cummings any day. Because Cummings is physically fit. He's seen in the public every time. He's moving around. He showed us that he got some energy. In the midst of the COVID, Cummings is wearing a mask and he's going from place to place. I gave him credit for that. But not Barker. Barker is more of a liability than being anybody else. And we must set the fire right. We should set the record straight. I'm not here to boy and blow. Because you know what? I'm not afraid of none of them. I don't care about what they want to do. But I don't want anybody to become a burden of that country. Yes, I don't want to do that. So the truth must be revealed. Barker is sick. He is sick. He cannot do anything by himself. Not even for 5 hours can Barker work. This man would be more in the hospital than on the job. That's all he would be. More than the hospital than on the job. All right? More than the hospital than on the job. That's what it is. The way the brother said, bro, you are a joke, seeking an audience. No, Tommy. Tommy, you know my qualification. All right? You know my qualification. You know that. You know what I stand for. I'm just here to tell you the truth, Tommy. I'm not here to sugarcoat things with you. Because many of the time you got to come in and lie to the Liberian people. You left that country saying you were 8 years old. You got no feeling for that country. You left that country when you were 8 years old. You got no feeling for that country. You went there because your sister started working for Ellen. What feeling do you have for that country? You know nothing about the country. You just started associating yourself with a few Liberians. You don't understand what went on in that country, my brother. You don't understand. You don't understand. And I will tell you the truth here. You don't belong in a society that you don't understand and you don't willing to learn. Only when you feel that you got the advantage, then you want to be part of the society. No, that doesn't work that way, bro. That doesn't work that way. I tell you the truth here. I'm not forcing you to be here, Thomas, and I'm not begging you to be here. But I will stand with the Liberian people. All right? Because your sister went in that place and worked there. She's sitting there in Texas right now, having a very good dinner. But the people, that money she took from that country, what did she do? Nothing. And then you want to come here to defend what? What you want to defend? You went there, you couldn't live there. Why you came back? Because you couldn't live there too, right? So you guys in America here, you and myself will battle it all here every day. We will battle it all here every day. All right? We'll battle it every day. We'll battle it out here. All right? We will battle it out here every day. So it's a shame on you. If I have my sister going to Liberia to work for the Liberian people, I will make sure that I tell her the truth. But you thought it was going to last forever. That's why you ran behind Barker, thinking that you're going to go get on that. You and Barker, I think what you need to do now is to start to look for different medical opportunity to try to enroll Barker into your medical billing thing you're doing, maybe we have Boka. But we will inform the Liberian people that Boka will not be president of that country. I can tell you that one now. It can be anybody else to take on Weah, as long as the person meets certain requirements, but not Boka. Boka will never be president of Liberia. Take it from me today. Boka will never be president of Liberia. You can put Boka in any coat suit, whether it's Tommy Hilfiger coat suit, whether it's Ralph Lauren coat suit, whether you're getting all the oil in the world to rub on your hair and you think that he's going to look good. No. We will let the Liberian people know that Boka is sick inside. He is medically sick, and we will not allow Boka to be president of that country. Boka must be fit to be a president from his, I don't care about academic credential, but medically fit, he must be given a clean bill of health. We will not settle for anyone who is not fit to be. You can go on the other side and go fool the people. But I know that Boka is not fit. The fact that the man living with a pacemaker in his heart, he's not ready. He's not ready to get up 3 a.m. in the morning to do anything. The old man sleep during the night time with you and myself. But then during the daytime, he sleep. He sleep. All right? He sleep. During the night time, he sleep. During the daytime, he sleep with us. Yes, he sleep with us. That's why he does. All right? That's why he does. So what kind of man are we talking about here? A very, very, very sick man. We respect him for the service that he has done to the country. It's respected. But we cannot give him this opportunity. 25, 42 years is enough. That's why you see today, they don't have no platform, nothing to discuss today. Absolutely nothing. No policy, no central message, nothing. All you hear is JMB must go. When you ask them, is Boka reliable enough to be president of Liberia? JMB must go. Is Boka able to take on Weah? JMB must go. I don't live in that kind of Liberian community. We must be able to present reason with evidence to support what we believe in. Not just JB must go, Boka must go. Because you know what? Some of these guys live here. They ain't got nothing to do here. They just want to go to Liberia now and go take that opportunity and just abuse our people and come right back here when everything is said and done. That's what they want to do. So we will make sure we stop that bleed. That bleed will be stopped. We will stop that bleed and we'll do everything possible. All right? If we can hold we are feet to the fire on the platform, we will also tell you that Boka is not fit to be president. And for Cummings, he has to wait. Cummings will wait and learn by himself, not other people teaching him what to do in terms of making more mistakes. So you can catch him. If you guys want to defeat George Weah, you need to come up with a better plan. Mr. Weah is looking healthy. Boka is sick. He admitted his situation on 50-50. That he got a pacemaker in him. We don't need no president with pacemaker. No. We need somebody that is fit. When like I saw Boka jogging, during early administration, Ellen used to jog once in a while. Ellen was seen on a treadmill. When last have you seen Boka even taking a walk? Because that's what the people want. They want a sitting dog president who they will use behind closed door. That's exactly what they want to do. So I'm telling you guys now, you can forget about Boka. You can post all the pictures you want on Facebook. You can get him all the Johnson baby oil, whatever oil you're getting to shine your hair. He's not going nowhere. He's not going nowhere. A listed pig is nothing but a pig. You can dress Boka all you want, or we will tell the Liberian people, he didn't have no message for you guys in 2017. He wants to be president again. He ain't got no message. Secondly, he's a sick man. He doesn't feel well. We don't want to have a president who will show up one day to work, and then the next 4 days, he be in the hospital. No, we don't want nobody like that. Liberia need a very energetic leader who will move that country forward. We will not stop that message. We're going down to the people on the ground. Yes, we're going to the people on the ground and we use every influence. Just what I'm saying here today, I'm going to say it on the radio back home. Our people must learn beyond the normal limit that if you want to be a leader of that country, your medical record should be public. You should be fit to do the job and not to be passing around. We will not have people who sit in America here and know nothing about that country want to tell you that this person is this or that person is this. No, I'm sorry, it's not going to happen. So Joe Boyka is a very sick man. He's not going to do anything for our people in that country. We will not, talk about Joe Boyka want to be president. We will expose him. Yes, we will expose him. We will expose him. All right? I'm not here to come talk about we are accomplishment. I don't work for we are. I don't work for we are. I'm not here to come talk about we are accomplishment. You need we are accomplishment. Go call the people who work for we are. When I came here to open my show, I didn't say I'm here representing we are. No, the days I used to run the we are show, that day is over. All those days are gone. I'm here to tell you, like I said from the beginning of the show, Bakari Saleh, former CDC chairman, all right? Former CDC chairman is now working for the We Are administration. And all I ask the We Are people, ask your administrators to show to the Liberian people how much Bakari Saleh is going to be paid, because he mentioned that. And that's what I'm here to do. I'm not here to say, oh, I'm going to do this for the CDC government. No. Do I know that somebody represents CDC government? No. You go out there. You're a Liberian. See, that's why you're not in touch. Thomas, you're not in touch. And let me just take a break here and read you coming here. The young man you're put in power, not going to work. Well, I don't know. He's not going to work. Well, that's something that you need to talk about. But we see the young man in the street doing what he does best. At least we can see him. Boyka cannot be seen. Man, are you now supporting We Are? Yes or no? I'm not supporting We Are. I'm just trying to tell you what We Are is doing. Because from day one, I said, if We Are does the right thing, I will come here and support We Are. If We Are does the wrong thing, I will say, yeah. But you don't get it, especially you, Thomas. You don't get it. I'm not here to come open your hair. I'm not a surgeon to open your hair to put it in there. I'm sorry, I can't do that. I said fundamentally from day one, if he does the right thing, I will commend. If he does the wrong thing, I will criticize him. And that's what I'm doing here. All right? So I'm not here. Going down the road here, let me see here is, are Liberians better off than they were 4 years ago? Well, I would say Liberians were not even better off 4 years ago. They were worse. And that's why Joe Boyka did not get elected. Yes? Liberians were not even better off when Ellen were in the diaspora causing trouble for us. When you were sitting down here and we were in Liberia, that's what you're supposed to ask yourself. Randy, when you were in Liberia and I was in the country enjoying, were you better off? Why you left that country and came over here? Because you knew that country had been fucked up, so your people picked you up and brought you here. So the country been fucked up a long time ago. Years ago, from 1847, that country been fucked up. Every time the elephant and the grass fight, the two elephants fight, the grass suffers, right? But you guys that belong to the elephant group, they will bring you, the elephant will put you on the back. They're fighting. So which group do you belong to? Talking about 4 years ago. I belong to the grass. When the two elephants fight, I belong to the grass. I'm the one who been suffering. From 1847, the two elephants been fighting. But you guys got that easy pathway and left that country. And then you want to come here and want to identify yourself with things that you don't understand. Just remain the elephant who will be the grass. Joe Boyka chose to be the elephant, and that's why the grass refused him. And the grass will refuse Joe Boyka again. You see, Cummings came to Liberia as an elephant. He never came as a grass. That's why he hanging all with the same elephant of people who destroyed that country. And that's why they will not become president. Even you, Thomas, you bring anybody else, that person can be president. But not those guys over there. Those guys are elephants who want to destroy the grass in the country. They don't give a damn. You see in America here, when the two elephants fighting, the Republican and the Democrat, in the case of the donkey versus the elephant, they fight a very good battle because they know the grass are the citizens of the country. And for any reason, when they start crushing them, they will get rid of them. So they're very careful how they fight here. So the two elephants in my scenario in America, they are very careful where they fight their battle. Where they fight their battle. That's what they do. So in Liberia over there, When you see people jumping out of that place, running away and come here and you say anything, ask yourself, are you part of the grass community or are you part of the elephant community? Many of the elephants around here, they don't care what happened in the country over there. They don't care. They see Boka as a sick man. Oh, put a man there because they're not on that ground where that battle is taking place. They don't live there. But they want the people to go there. They are not elephant. I mean, they are not the grass. I'm concerned about the people who are the grass, my brother. All right? So until the grass start to remain fresh and the elephants sit down and have a conversation rather than fighting, rather than sending their people abroad, rather than you guys sitting down here and talking, oh, yeah, Bogago, yeah, Bogago. Like I said yesterday when Trump was president, how many of you guys were wishing that Trump could be removed of power because you knew what Trump was coming with next? Because why? You were concerned because you live in the country here. And you know whatever Trump was going to do, it was going to affect you directly. But you know you got a man for 12 years. He couldn't convince the Liberian people of a single central message and the direction he wants to take the country in. And he got defeated. And after all the years he sat down, you're bringing him back again, giving him Johnson baby oil, putting it on your head. And the very people who are pushing him to the edge, they set it in other countries. So in case something go wrong, they fly right back here. They're doing it for Cummings, they're doing it for Ure, they're doing it for Boka. Because they don't live there. Then you got, are we better than before? Well, worse off. And it destroy some of our future. It was only God that brought some of us here today that we managed to get what we get. And we'll not allow that to happen to our brothers and sisters who are part of the grass. All right? So if you're part of the elephant, we'll tell the Liberian people that you're part of the elephant. And we'll make them to understand that when they're fighting, they got their children on their back. They're not on the ground like you. You got to keep dodging those heavy legs of each elephant. And in the end, they're going to crush the grass and then they'll go back and want to take charge of that country. You cannot be an advocate and run away. Dr. King was in America here fighting with the grass as the two elephants were fighting. Gandhi was in India fighting among the grass to contain the elephant. Nelson Mandela sat down in South Africa and he was part of the grass fighting the elephant. But you look at Liberian advocates them. They're all in the diaspora here. When they get ready, they sit down and show you their beautiful home. Oh, y'all go do that. Y'all go do this. What kind of people are we? When you come to the pulpit here, we hair blow dry you. We'll tell you the straight talk. You don't like it at your goddamn business. 1, the country is fucked up. 2, I ain't get for damn. 3, I don't like to hear your crap. And 4, I will suck it to you. I don't get for them. The country is messed up. Because I live in the same damn country just like you. I know what it means to get out of here right now and even get a bottle of water to drink. But the man in the interior who's sitting there, you'll see your own man Sonny Boy when he read the broadcast. The room is so dark. The background looks so weird. Dirty. But you're not telling man that the environment you live in is a very bad environment. Not even your policy that the man you support will say, I can make that place better for you. You don't want to say it. But all you want is for that young man to be in that darkness and say, we are his back, we are his this. But you got no feeling for that man. No feelings. But if you're ready to take down, you pick up the phone. Yeah, I'm working on your paper. Don't worry. The country buy off. But then when the other man send you money, why the man send me money for? They're begging people for money business. You are not Liberia-centric. Provide the policy that will give the men opportunity to work. Ghanaians are doing that for their people. Yes. Ghanaians are doing that for their people. All right? Ghanaians are doing that for their people. What other men say? You have lost all credibility. All you can do now is to insult. Man, Thomas, please, man. Please, Thomas. Look, Thomas, I'm not here to come argue with you yet, Thomas. All right? I'm not here to come argue with you yet. You live in the country for all these years. Let me be personal with you, small now, Thomas. Saying you want to tell me I lost credibility. You live in the country for all these years. Not a high school diplomat that you cross. All right? Talking about credibility. Let me look at your academic achievement in this country now. So, guys, please freeze your emotion. Let me deal with Thomas more here. All right? Saying he wants to get in it. Let's get into it now. All right? Talking about credibility. This man been in the country since 1980. What has he achieved for himself here? Nothing. Nothing. Absolutely nothing he achieved for himself. Nothing. Look at him. Look at him today. because he's not tough enough. He's not tough enough to stand the real truth. That's why he's talking like that. And you think he's going to come say 10 years? No. Look at Thomas himself. Show us what you got, Thomas. Show us what you got. You came here, you said, in the 80s. What have you achieved? That you still really behind peace or Liberian politics? Look at your peer group of friends who been here in the 80s. See what they're doing in Liberia there. See what they're doing in other countries. So what are you doing here now? What are you doing here? What are you doing here now, Thomas? What is your achievement? What are you doing now for people to know that you've been all the year you've been, you are achieving anything? Don't go.
Woman Joe Boggart's interview at Bush House. I want to hear what he said.
It actually eroded almost all of the gains we made.
He's talking about Ebola now.
Yes. The economy had a setback.
Joe Boggart just said that Ebola almost eroded all of the gains the government made. Connections. Again, connections. What connections? Roots?
Yeah, I'm getting him connections.
Come on. Are you serious?
10 years later, you're talking about connections.
Have the president's connections put food on people's tables? 84% of Liberians live on less than $1.25 a day. The fifth poorest country on the face of the earth. You're talking about connections? Is something wrong with Joe Boggart? What the hell does that mean? It took us from $80 million to take $600 million. What has changed? It has not benefited the lives of the people of the country. And then you want to make noise about that. You see how the man's mind works? Because of what? You spend $40 million on so-called accountability and transparency institutions, the LSECs and the GSCs and the IAAs and all those institutions. And what do they bring? They bring nothing. It's a waste of money. It's a charade. Joe Boggart, let us hear already.
Here is the VP is lying. The VP sleeps. And of course, some of you say, oh, that's been offensive. When the VP lies, the VP lies. And he's lying. He is sleeping. When you see him, his head bowed, who believes that crap? Who believes that every time the VP is at a program, he's praying all through? From start to finish, he's praying. That's absolute. Nobody said the vice president sleeps 24 hours. That's not what anybody said. We've seen videos, not only pictures. We've seen videos of the VP at programs. And he's sitting there next to the president oftentimes. His eyes are closed, head bowed, almost throughout the duration of the program. Are you saying the VP prays that long?
It is time for prayer.
No, listen to me, Chief. Hey, Chief, can I ask you that? For the entire period, the VP's eyes are closed and head bowed. You're saying the VP is praying when the program is going on. Everybody else is looking up and is paying attention. Eyes open. The VP's eyes are closed. His head is bowed. Are you saying the VP is praying throughout that period?
I don't understand.
I said, in a lot of cases, in the videos and things that we've seen, not the pictures, because the pictures will not convey the actual thing. The pictures is still photograph, as they call it, STILL. It's still photographs, only depict a moment that is captured, a millisecond or so. But videos say much more. Now the videos show that we've seen videos of the VP sitting next to the president or other people. The president's head is open. Her head is lifted high, her eyes are open, but the vice president's head is bowed. The vice president, his eyes are also closed. And we've seen videos that show many long meanings of the vice president having his head bowed and eyes closed. Are you saying all through that period, the VP Joseph brought some expired tuna fish to town? If you don't know what tuna fish is, little sardines. And Boggart has this friend of his who gave him tons of it. And the project of Monrovia. And so Boggart decided that he would distribute the fish all over the place. Boggart has turned to UNICEF. Now, you know what food program now? He Liberal Food Program. LFP. So, Carol's great. But we'll just explain the story of how there was a rock at the Capitol, Ambassador Boakai, in his quest to distribute his expired tuna fish. to some people he believes will give him little political influence to take to some of the districts. You know, he has an avalanche of the material. So he said, let me just give it out. So while trying to make up the list to give out those stuff, the office staff of Kairos Moses, all of the resources for them. And it is sad. Joe Walker yesterday made a visit to the BBC studio in Westminster. Westminster is a place in England, man, people. Westminster. Did he take a nap? Oh, he did an interview, though. I have the interview. I would like to. Did he take a nap? I don't know what that was. Because Westminster, the studio very cold, so yeah, but we are going to take some calls, but it's going to be old man Joe. Yes, we have to listen. Now let me see whether when I click play, you are going to be able to hear it. So just listen, try and see. Look, Mr. Taylor. Look, I have the interview here by the VP now. I've been able to download the flash player. Let's see whether we can have it. Yeah, let's see whether we can play Holman Joe Boga's interview at Bush House. I want to hear what he says.
It actually eroded almost all of the gains we made.
He's talking about Ebola now.
Yes, the economy had a setback.
Joe Boga just said that Ebola almost eroded all of the gains the government made. Jesus Christ. Even the quota the government made Ebola. Even the quota they put on the road, the Ebola ate it from them. Ebola took it. let me.
It's been very bad because it actually eroded almost all of the gains we made for the first 6 years. The economy had a setback.
Yeah, you are clear.
Let me concur with Kunta that relates to the issue of teachers writing tests. Being in class, I think it's very difficult if you see the instructor teaching students because it's like they don't understand the subject matter. At the end of the day, they go and give the wrong information and they affect our society. Henceforth, the issue I got to do with one of those Joseph Mwaka. I think him and Kunta is in a position to present an ugly picture on Obaka. There were so many things said on Obaka during the interview that
but I'm not interested in those other things you said.
Hello?
I said I'm not interested in the other things Obaka said.
Let me say that this is a public video. Let me just give my point.
Yeah. Go ahead.
This is a public video. The first thing, if you want to project, if you want to give information, it should be the positive. And not just look about the negative. No,
but you are not the one to tell me what to say, what I'm going to say.
You got a time to explain. Because you got to show. Although Walker was clear on the issue as it relates to the people saying that he can sleep, doing functionaries. If you look at the word sleep, it's someone who is mentally unstable mentally. That's the point. He says someone is sleeping. So who go to a functionary? Then the person is given the opportunity to speak. The person will go and go get all of the information from the beginning to the end. You say that man was sleeping. Is it true? I say no. Another issue is what is testy flat and not tested flat. We should understand that Honorable has been able to tell all of the functionaries, being the last point of Article 51. So we then.
Are you done now, Otis?
Hello?
Otis, we have to take our calls. He is up. We thought we'd give you more than a minute. Thank you very much. Sessi Fla. Good morning. Whatever. Trapanas Mia says, man Baka sleeps. Period. He does not pray. He sleeps. Good morning. This bundle, I'm looking at his Facebook page here with pictures with the VP. Otis Bundle is in a t-shirt, a VP clad in a pro Boakai t-shirt standing next to Joseph Boakai. He supports Joseph Boakai. And so that's the reason why you hear him. And Otis, we respect people's views here. We are doing things here differently now. We're allowing you to talk, even you disagree with us. We're allowing you to do that. Some of you can be very annoying, but we'll still try to bear with you. And I don't think you were annoying, or just I don't think you were at all. But I'm just saying that. And don't tell me what angle to take my discussion from. It is not your business whether I discuss the negative or the positive. My issue here is the VP is lying. The VP sleeps. And of course, some of you say, "Oh, that's been offensive." When the VP lies, the VP lies, and he's lying. He is sleeping. When you see him, his head bowed, who believes that crap? Who believes that every time the VP is at a program, he's praying all through, from start to finish, he's praying? That's absolute. That's a load of crap that I will not believe.
All right, guys. Good evening. This is Jay Randy here. Today we're going to do less talking, and we have more videos. So please share the video here, and then when we get done with the video, we have a few discussion, and then we will continue the discussion, and then we'll call it a day. In the meantime, please read the message over there. Pamboto had just written the message for you guys, so please pay attention. Let me say hi to every one of you guys today. I spoke to KOK today, and he extended a greeting to every one of you guys, and I'm just passing on our greeting to every one of you guys. He's doing well. Extended a greeting to every one of you guys. He's doing okay in Liberia. He said everything is fine. He's back home, and he just wanted me to touch base with you guys just to say hi. So please share the video. Today we got a couple of video. The first one you just listened to here is from this guy who supports Joseph Boakai. I think you can see the picture here. This guy claimed to support Joseph Boakai today, but there were things that he said yesterday, and we will not forget, but bring those things back just to let the Liberian people know that this guy is not really supporting Joseph Boakai for any good reason other than his own personal objective. We must be able to define people's past to predict their present intention and their future aspiration, what they want to achieve. So Joseph Boakai sleeps. He knows that Joseph Boakai sleeps. He knows that Joseph Boakai is not competent. He knows that Joseph Boakai is a dead man walking. I mean, there are a lot of things he has said about Joseph Boakai that you and I know today to be true, but he tried to, take your attention away from that, especially for those who are not really in a position to remind Liberians on their show as to what is actually happening here. So, guys, please share the video, and I have more coming up for you guys. Some interesting one too. Some of the video that you have not seen before. So we're going to establish who the guy is on the platform here, so that whenever you hear the guy talking about Joseph Boakai, it will just become comical to you and say, you know what? Okay, I see some friends in here. Let's tag a few people here. Let me tag a few people here. Let me tag Emmanuel here. Let me tag this my guy here. Let me tag this guy. Let me tag this guy. Jake, tag this guy. Oh, Lucy's here. Okay. Let me tag these people here. Let me tag all of these people here. This guy is in bed. Let me tag Sarah here. Choosing. Okay, so I think I should. Now, how do I get rid of this screen here now? Because I'm actually done with my tagging. So, help me out. There you go. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, if you're just joining me, I want to say good morning to you. And it's Saturday. There are a lot of activities going on right now, but I'm here to do my part as part of my obligation to you. And then after here, I will be leaving the scene. Usually Facebook gives people 3 hours. I don't think I have time to be on Facebook for 3 hours. No, I don't have that time, especially sitting down for 3 hours. Sometimes it becomes very redundant. Sometimes it becomes very boring. If you work in corporate and you know that time is very important. You will not take 3 hours to sit on Facebook. No, that's not what I do. So I like to say good morning to everyone, and I want to welcome you to this 1 hour edition of the show. And now I would like you to please do your part by sharing the broadcast this morning. On this menu, you're going to hear the late Child Walker Bronsky. Yes, you will be hearing the late Child Walker Bronsky, and you will be amazed and you'll be very surprised of what you're going to hear. And we are going to look at a few things, so please start to share that video, all right? So let me grab my phone here and begin to share with you guys what I have on my menu today. So I'm going right down into my phone now, and I'm going to probably be doing the same thing that you guys are doing. Oh, let me see. I'm going to find myself right here. All right, I'm right here. Good. I am right here. I can see myself here. Okay. So let me start. Good morning, Brother Eudes Dennis. It's always a pleasure to have you on the show here, man. I appreciate you a lot, bro. Appreciate you a lot, and I appreciate everyone too. You know, you guys always respond when I need you guys the most. So thank you so much, Brother Ulysses Dennis. Let me come here and try to pin what I'm going to be discussing this morning. Okay, let me pin this here for you guys, and then start the distribution quickly here. Let me go to the different group. All right, so let me share this to other groups. All right, let me share this to other group, and very soon I'll be done. Let me try to send this out to friends. All right, let me try to send this out to friends. Let me try to send it to my different group. All right, these are all my good friends, just like you guys. Let me try to keep them in the loop. The 1 hour going to be a very interesting 1 hour, folks. It's going to be a very interesting 1 hour, so I just ask that you stick and stay so that we can have the discussion here. All right, so let's see here. I'm seeing all the guys here. Okay, so let me send this out again to these important friends, to the public. Share it with the public. Share it with the public. Share it with the public. All right. Okay. Thompson B. Gay. I see my boy Thompson B. Gay is here today. That's good. All right. So let me get to the other phone here. All right. Everything here now is all handheld device. There is no laptop. Everything here is all handheld device. So let me do what I can do here, right? All handheld devices I'm using right now. All right, so let's see here. Okay, come on. All right, so here I can see myself here right now. So let me just launch into that and reduce the volume. All right, so I reduced the volume. I'm looking at live conversation going on right here. So it's live. And then this other phone here is going to be the one I'm going to share as the watch party. Now, I'm going to go to a different group to have a watch party today. And that group is going to be, where's that group? Uh-oh. They took me from the group. They took me out of the group. They took me out of the group. Yep, they did. They took me out of the group. They took me out of the group. The group was called Liberia, Discussing Liberia. All right? So let me say this. You see, Liberians, they want to practice democracy, but they don't have the recipe for practicing democracy. And that's why I like. So I was added to this group called Discussing Liberia. And usually, anything that I write, I'm going to post that thing into the group. So I'm about to distribute to the Vera group. Now I just found out that I have been deleted from Discussing Liberia. So how can we be fair in what we want to do when we are using our pinky finger to delete people who are opposing view? That's one of the things I don't like about Liberian politics. And you cannot have one group of people in your group. How are you going to strengthen your knowledge? Because don't we supposed to challenge ourselves to be able to think stronger? If everybody think the same way, do you think you're going to have anyone to challenge what you're doing? Come on. Sometimes I regret why I was ever born in Liberia, to be honest with you. Yeah, sometimes I can regret. See, the Fox News, the CNN, they don't block people from watching them. They want you to come and listen to the opposite side of what they say. They don't block you. Why should we be doing that in Liberia? Does that make you feel better if you block somebody or remove them? Please, folks, this is too embarrassing. This is too embarrassing. Is that how we want to run our country, folks? So what if the opposition one day become maybe the leading party in the country like a few years ago? Will you start blocking people as well because they differ with you on your view? Taros Delon Group has done that. Discussing Liberia has done that. UNE Group, that I respect, on Facebook, within the Liberian community of Facebook group, is the Jordan P. Group. Not because I know him personally. All right? He has never attempted to do any such thing, including the Japate Group. So the reason I'm just bringing these things up is to just tell you that our politics that we are talking about in Liberia, it hasn't reached the full potential yet. We are just bluffing in Liberia, acting like we are a country of democracy. And the way you discuss things, you should support it all the way. And and people ask me, oh, you're a citizen now, you back to your party? Of course, where do you think I should go? When I have an opposing view, you're blocking me, and the government that I supported and brought to power, what do you want me to do? You just took me out of a group because of my position. Wow. I'm a Liberian by physical appearance, but by the mind, I'm not a Liberian because I don't think like that. All right? The only time you will see me using my pinky finger to block you is when you start to when you start turning into something that is very unprofessional and other people complain about me, to me, about you. But if you express yourself, you sit on your different media and cause Joe we are all day. He's a role, he's this. Do you think if Joe we are blocking you guys physically, you think you'll be in Liberia to talk? No. But the president even gave the opportunity for all Liberians to express themselves without blocking anybody. But you got your own Facebook group and you want to be blocking people. George Weah is better than all the presidents in Liberia that have served our country. Dead or alive. President Weah is better. His administration is better because I hear and I see and I interact with people who dislike George Weah. But they go to that country and they are brave to pick up their phone and say, yes, I'm on Facebook. And I'm telling you that George Weah is bad. George Weah is this. And nothing happened to them. That's a miracle, friend. That is a miracle. You take it or leave it. That is a miracle. And I'm not here to sugarcoat anything. I'm not here to support anything. But the fact that you leave from another country that you consider to be your second home, and then go to Liberia and insult a president, and you get back on the plane and come back. If that's not something that I call a miracle, I don't know what kind of human beings are you guys. Because in a country, as you classify things to be in Liberia, and you are brave to go there and be able to express yourself beyond the definition of being a tolerant president, I don't know what other definition I can give to you. But most of you guys on Facebook here, Liberian always say, if the Christmas will be good, you can tell from the New Year. Most of you guys here don't have things thick skin. Most of you guys here have quick temper. You guys don't have the ability to withstand the truth. By the time somebody says something, you're ready to delete them. So how can we run this thing? And you know, you'll come to us sedition, you're cursing us, you're insulting us. But the moment we ask one or two questions, then it becomes a problem. Then you don't like us again. You see us as enemy. We can live that in Liberia. We can run that in Liberia. But that's not the topic for the 1 hour that I have for you guys. All right, let me see that line. Okay, I'm trying to test that line. Okay, so what I have for you guys today is Joseph Boyka. Today, I'm going to tell you guys about Joseph Boyka. You see that man they call Joe Boyka? It's a very dangerous man. Joseph Boyka is a very, very dangerous man. I'm going to tell you about Joe Boyka's behavior. I'm going to tell you in detail about who he is. And that will be left with you to decide whether he's somebody that you need to look up to. And I will provide you evidence upon evidence to prove to you. And I will even give you links to go to. I campaigned against this man in the past. And I know more about him than many of you guys here. Because if you're in the culture of supporting Joseph Boyka, you will never understand what I'm about to tell you guys today. So the topic here tonight, today, it reads, let me grab the other one here. It says here, Liberians have done many good things for Joseph Boyka, but Boyka has paid the Liberian people with ungratefulness. Don't take my word for it, folks. Just listen to what I'm going to tell you. Joseph Boyka should not be given any opportunity in our country. Should not be given any opportunity. This old man who came from Sierra Leone while he was in the first grade. Yes, Joe Boyka is a Sierra Leonean who came to Liberia. Whether he got naturalized or not, we don't know. And I'm not interested in that. I'm just trying to give you a history about where he came from. You know, in order to understand something, you must know the root of that thing. You should trace the source of that thing. So I'm just telling you that Joe Boyka came strictly from Sierra Leone into Liberia as a first grade student. How did I know that? Because he himself told that story. If somebody tell you their story, you don't want to go back and contradict the story. Joe Boyka, on many occasions, when he's telling his story, he always alludes to his childhood days, how he came from Sierra Leone. I don't know what year was that, but he came as a kid, and you know his age today. But what we do know, Joe Boyka started active participation in our governmental system in 1974. 1974. So what I'm going to do for you guys here today, I'm going to try to build a puzzle for you that show how ungrateful Joe Boyka has been from the day he entered our country up to today. Up to today. That's how ungrateful Joe Boyka has been to you, your father, your mother, your grandchildren. That's how Joe Boyka has been to you guys. Many people might not want to go through the detailed information because they think that he may be an old man. But every old man, every young person, it has to be evaluated to determine their legacy, especially for older people. If Joe Boyka ever get called home by the law, I want you to know who he is now. And I want you to be able to remember him when he leaves. So we are here from 1974. Joe Boyka. Joe Boyka has been very, very disingenuous, very, very ungrateful, very mean, very stubborn. And all leaders in our country, I mean all the leaders in our country, including the present one right now, they all have given helping hand to Joe Boyka. Joe Boyka has received one of the highest assistance from an individual who crossed the borderline into Liberia than any other Liberian great-grandfather, great-grandmother who came from elsewhere. In 1974, Joe Boyka came into the scene, the big picture. William Aratoba assigned Joe Boyka with LPMC, the Liberia Marketing Corporation. Let's see, Liberia Marketing Product Corporation. Yes, Liberia Product Marketing Corporation. Yes, LPMC. Joe Boyka started over there. Joe Boyka started over there, and he has no experience in the agriculture business. Go and check Joe Boyka's background. It's a public figure. It's out there. Joe Boyka has no degree in agriculture. But President Tobo decided to give Joe Boyka the opportunity to help, because Tobo was big on agriculture like President we are today. He told Joe Boyka, I said, look, Joe, my vision for agriculture is to empower the people. Is to empower the people. Yes, you're right. Brother Nathan, 42 years. 42 years. Joe Boyka was empowered by Tobo, folks. And I want you to get a piece of paper, get your pen, and begin to jot down these things I'm telling you, because in the end, I would connect the dot so that you can get to see who Joe Boyka is. Many of you guys, by 1974, there was nobody in Liberia. Nobody. But Joe Boyka was over 18 years of age when he started working in government. And today, you guys are now fathers to children. Some of your children are going to college. Some of them are working. But yet and still, you continue to help Joe Boyka. Joe Boyka in 1974 was given a position as it was not managing director. I think it was some type of supervisor role at that time. He was given that position to help President Tobo collaborate with the marketeers around the country and bring in fresh food product to the market to be sold to benefit the Liberian people. Joe Boyka, Tobo overlooked everybody and brought in Joe Boyka. You know what Joe Boyka did to that thing on Tobo? He messed that place up. But he carried his paycheck with him. That's what Joe Boyka did. And as you know the story, Tobo died. Tobo died. When Samuel Doe took over, you imagine like what Ellen did, got rid of all Judy Bryant, got rid of Edwin Snow, she wiped everybody out. When Doe took over, Doe was big on revolution, Green Revolution. He called Boyka and said, Boyka, I'm going to make you MD, not supervisor. I'm going to make you managing director. Folks, think about this. You came to a foreign country and the people started to give you big position over their own people. That's how Joe Boyka started to get to the top. And you will enjoy the thing I'm telling you. Charles Walker Bronski will be appearing just now. I understand as ludicrous as you think, but stick with me. You will get to see Charles Walker Bronski. You will get to hear him. You will get to hear him and you will get to see him. He also part of what I'm telling you now to understand about Joe Burka. So Doe took Joe Burka and elevated the position to a managing director of LPMC. That's the second president now, right? And Doe also added the Agricultural Development Bank that Joe Burka should help the farmer as well. Guess what Joe Burka did again? He messed up that place. He messed up that place. And then Doe said, you know what, Burka? Maybe that place is boring for you. Why don't you take on new challenges? And that's typical. In America, when you quit job, you change job because you feel it's a dead-end job, or perhaps you get very bored, and then you decide to move to the next level. So Doe took Joe Burka and made him agriculture minister. Now, let me ask you guys a question. Of everything I just said, am I lying to you guys? Is it not true? Well, if you say it is not T but L, then you're not looking at history. Then I will suggest to you, and I will advise that you go on Google right now and type in Joseph Burka work history, because it is from where I'm speaking right now. Tobo gave him the opportunity, Doe gave him the opportunities. He became agriculture minister. And you know, usually, the Ministry of Agriculture in Africa always get one of the highest budget among most of the ministry. Thank you, Fatu. Thank you, Sis Fatu. And please share the video here. I'm trying to tell you something that Mr. Costa is putting into the minds of the Liberian people. I'm trying to disprove that. I'm trying to dilute that. And the only means by which I can dilute that is to give you the facts, to tell you the truth. Remember, in 2016-17, I campaigned against Joe Burka. I have tons of information on Joe Burka. And that was the reason why he got flocked, even though Costa was supporting him. And you know Costa, he all over the place. And we managed to flock Joe Burka. So they're all coming back now. So, Doe gave the Ministry of Agriculture to Joe Burka. Do you know, at that time, they have the Agriculture Bank? It's not the African Development Bank. It used to be called the Agriculture Development Bank. That bank was solely for the farmers of Liberia. Where when you're a farmer, you could go to that bank and get some money and to buy your equipment, because they wanted to expand on Turbo Vision also to improve the agriculture sector. Joe Burka messed that place up again. He messed it up. And that's why his people don't want to hear, folks. That's what his people don't want you to know. Because many of you guys were not involved into politics. I know it because I've been in it for a very long time. Many Liberians started getting themselves involved into politics because they have the little portal now called Facebook, where people are so glued to seeing pictures of somebody talking. But back in the days when there was nothing like Facebook, where you could not broadcast, where you could not see people, the ability, the willingness, the commitment to turn anything on or read a paper was not as high as it is today. So since the end of any administration, the rate at which Liberians are on Facebook now has increased exponentially. And many of you who are not involved with politics are coming at the very end of the game, or are coming in the second half of the game. You know, imagine when you miss the first half. Let's say you come to a meeting, and in that meeting, when you attend the meeting, you came into the meeting late. And the next thing, when you get in the meeting, you just hear the people talking about, yeah, you know, we'll make this thing available, we'll make that available. But you come in the meeting very late. But I'm the guy who said, you know what, if you miss the first half of the meeting, I already took some notes. I can bring you up to speed, so you can be full and complete in what is being discussed here. So many of you guys, after the end of any administration, you started getting into Liberian politics. You start getting to know about the OS politics. They are not your peer group. They are not done good for your fathers and mothers. If most of you guys' parents were alive today, they would tell you what Joe Boca did to them. I remember the late Supper George. That man was part of Star Radio. But we'll get to that. I'm just going to give you a few reasons to consider what I'm telling you. Star Radio was brought down, was taken down, just like the Titanic ship, by Joe Boca. And I remember Supper George regretting why they ever put Joe Boca on the board. So Joe Boca, as agriculture minister, he was given a huge budget. He was given the authority to make decisions for the African Development Bank, and they also have different credit union as well that Joe Boca control. So what happened again? Be my guest with that answer. Joe Boca disappointed the people of Liberia again as Minister of Agriculture. So any disappointment so far? Collectively or competitively? Let's add everything together. He served as supervisor for LPMC in the 70s on October. He flunked. Never achieved anything. Never. Joe Boca. Never. By 1974, many of you guys were beginning. Some of you are not even born. The only unfortunate thing about Liberia, we don't track and keep history of people. Everything lives in the minds of individuals who will come and tell you guys a story. And that's a very big missed opportunity to move our country forward by looking at the deviation that we have. We always look into new things and we look for new things, but we don't define the root cause of our problem. Joe Boca in 1974 failed Toba. Doe came in, gave Joe Boca 2 opportunities, he failed Doe. And what happened next? You be my guest. We went to war, right? Yes, we went to war. And guess who came by? Among all the 250,000 people that died, Joe Boca came by. And what again? Be my guest. Be my guest. Joe Boca will give you another opportunity again. And if you think what I'm saying here about Joe Boca is not true, take the recording. If you close out to Joe Boca and say, listen to this guy here. And all I want you to tell me, what is he saying, whether it's true or not. Joe Boca, when we returned to Liberia, to Monrovia, from the rural part of the country in 1991, check the list of managing director of LPRC. Dr. Amos Sawyer gave Joe Boca another opportunity to serve as LPRC managing director. Folks, you are listening to a chronologic outline of Joe Boca's failure. Joe Boca served as LPRC managing director. And you may say, but Randy, where are you going with this? I am trying to put 2 things into your head today. Joe Boca came from Sierra Leone as a first grade student. What's up, Classy? And welcome. And I saw my brother Josh. My brother Josh was just here. Is he still here? Let me see. Yes. Josh is still here. Let me say hi to Josh. Joe Boca came from Sierra Leone when most of you guys here were not even born. As a first grade student. And he began to get favor. Undeserved favor that he did not merit. He began to get those things from the government. That's how good we've been to Joe Boca. That's how good we've been doing for Joe Boca for all those years. So at LPRC, Joe Boca started to mess that place up again. Amos Sawyer is still alive. Amos Sawyer picked up the phone and called Joe Boca. Joe Boca, I don't think that place is good for you. I'm going to remove you. And Joe Boca was removed, folks. Joe Boca was removed. Joe Boca was replaced. And right after that, came Judy Bryant. When Judy Bryant came to power, he took Joe Boca and put him on the board of Star Radio. Star Radio was one of the top-notch radio stations at that time when we were coming out of war, trying to stabilize our country. Joe Boca was given that opportunity. And guess what happened to Star Radio? Guess what happened to Star Radio? I want to see the comment. Those who got know Star Radio. Star Radio was destroyed by Joe Boca. That place was destroyed by Joe Boca. So now, if you count all the good things that have been done for Joe Boca, put yourself in any shoe right now. You left Liberia, you came to the United States, or you went to other countries, and all the president of the United States, or all the prime minister of Canada, in all the different governments, try to give you something to make yourself better. What you think you will do in return? What you think you will do in return? You be my guest. For me, my answer will be, I will try to do the best I can to make the people of Liberia believe that the favor that was done for me are things that I will not forget about easily. But no, it's not Joe Boca. He doesn't believe in that. This is Liberia we're talking about, folks. This is Liberia we're talking about. How many of you guys during the war went to Ghana, went to Sierra Leone, and were given such an opportunity? How many of you guys, let's be real here. You see, Liberians, we are a very open arm of people. We are welcoming, very courteous, and we have proven it many times. Why you think during the war in Sudan that many Sudanese used to be in Liberia? Why you think? And people from Mozambique were also in Liberia. Why you think? Because Liberia was seen as a country on our continent that was almost like a United Nations country. Why you think Nelson Mandela, Miriam Makeba, those two individuals from South Africa went down there? Why you think Marco Garvey went down there, folks? You see, when people lie to you with politics, because you're seen as the first impression, you don't get it true, folks. And that's why sometimes your life decision always fail you guys. Welcome, my brother. All right? Welcome, my brother. I see another guy here again. Another guy here, they call Christian Nelson. That man left Liberia when Togo then were giving scholarship to certain people. This guy, you see, they call C. Kofa Nelson. This man benefited from a free scholarship. When you hear ghost name today, all the ghost names that used to be at the Ministry of Education, this guy called Christian Kofa Nelson. I know this man for a very long time. This man, I know him for a very long time. He benefited from that scholarship, but he did not even get any reward from that scholarship. His children are successful though. His children are successful. He did good by supporting his children to be successful. But for his own personal achievement, he flunked. But the message I want for you to get from him, he is one of those, when your parents were being denied, he was among those who came here and enjoyed the country. So now, as we come to expose these things, He goes around and tries to do things to people. That's who he is. So when you're saying like that, now you know what he's all about. They were the one getting a free check. They were the one that people used to give the check to. So when they said God's name, what they used to do back in the days, they would send their children and their nephew then to America. And they would say they're going on scholarship to study. And while they study as government candidates, they will be giving them money off the Ministry of Education to them. But many of them did not go to school. And that's how come the ghost names were all over, merely at the Ministry of Education. And they used to be bleeding old boys them on the ground saying that they're faking things. That was not the case. So back to our story. That was just a commercial. I see that as a commercial, and I got to speak to that commercial. So Joe Boyka today is still in Liberia. And many of you young guys that don't know who Joe Boyka is, I am here to tell you guys that your grandfather, your grandmother were denied opportunity that were given to Joe Boyka as a Sierra Leonean. He's now a Liberian citizen, but he entered the country at a very little age. And like I said, those from Mozambique, Sudan, South Africa, Michael Garvey from the United States, they all went to Liberia and were given opportunity. That's how good your country is. That's how good your country is. So when you see that picture where Nelson Mandela and President Weah or Ellen Johnson Sirleaf or even Charles Taylor being embraced by South African leaders who fought for the country struggle, they were paying back the good that Liberian did for some of their people. But not Joe Boyka. Not Joe Boyka. Joe Boyka is a very, very evil man, a very nasty man, and a man that don't love the country. So let's come back to some of the good things again. The good things is not done yet though. And even if Joe Boyka continues to live longer, some of you guys are here. If you become president or you get some opportunity, I can guarantee you, you will also do the favor for Joe Boyka. So what happened after Ellen became president? I mean, when Ellen decided to run for president, she went for nobody else again but for Joe Boyka. How many presidents now? Toba, Doe, technically, we are in there, Dr. Sawyer, Judy Bryant, and Ellen. 5 top people of our country gave Joe Boyka a generational position from one government to another. And what Ellen did? Ellen gave Joe Boyka, and you know it because it's a fresh history, Vice President of the Republic of Liberia. And think again, another responsibility was given to him aside from him being Vice President. As Vice President, Joe Boyka was responsible for the Group of 77. That was a policy that was established by President William Albert Toba to cater to people who were born generically with deformity. And he said, look, as Vice President, I want you to look at the aspect of making these people to be viable in the society. Joe Boyka was over the Group of 77. Aside from those who were naturally born with deformities, there were people who, after the war, were added to the list of people living with disability. Joe Boyka was collecting money from the national legislature to help those people. And Joe Boyka did nothing for the Liberian people. Be my guest. Go ask the Group of 77 people on Nebo Street. I may be away from Liberia for a very long time. I'm still in touch with the reality on the ground. Because not a day go by now I don't see Facebook video. Not a day go by now I don't see XYZ. Joe Boyka forgot about the group of 77 people. Did you ever see Joe Boca hosting one program for the people? Because Joe Boca feel that he is still living as a Sierra Leone in Liberia. Those people are not connected to him. But Joe Boca was brave enough to go and get a home in Sierra Leone. I mean, there's nothing wrong. You know, all living in America here. You can still go by and build a home in Liberia. Nothing wrong with that. But what you do for the people who gave you the opportunity, how do you pay them back? So Joe Boca sat over there for 12 years. Never catered to the people of Sierra Leone. I mean, the people of Liberia, and particularly the group of 77 people. That's what Joe Boca did. That's exactly what Joe Boca did. So today, who do we have? President George Manneh Weah. Not going to be what? Technically now, because we're including Judy Bryant and Amos Sawyer. So adding technically to it, inside the two guys as head of state of Liberia, George Weah. George Weah administration is still trying to give Joe Boca life after his age. Life after his age, folks. Life after his age. And what the president did. Joe Boca got something called pacemaker. I'm not a doctor. But the reason I'm bringing this out, you see, when I come to say things here, I always come with evidence. I always come with evidence. And I'm going to give you this evidence here. And that's going to support my case with George Weah, helping Joe Boca. So I'm going to turn right back here and take the jacket from behind me here because it was for a purpose. See, as a consultant in the U.S., I consulted with this company here. All right, take a good look at it. Take a good look at it. I consulted with the company. And they gave us the jacket. Now you may say, what the heck I do with that jacket? Just hold your horses, folks. Hold your horses. And on the right hand side of the jacket, there's this sign here called Quality Begin With Me. It's a very nice jacket. Now, what I want you to do is to go on Google. Remind yourself. Get a piece of note and remind yourself. So you can go on Google. Type in that company name. It's called Medtronic. And then type in the word here. Heart pacemaker. Heart pacemaker. Right here. The heart pacemaker. Right here. When I work at Medtronic, so go to Google and type in heart or then type in pacemaker from Medtronic. Type in Google Medtronic pacemaker. Medtronic pacemaker. It's like medical Medtronic. That's why they call it Medtronic. Medtronic. Medtronic pacemaker. 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 Type it in there. That company make pacemaker for human heart. I work with them as a consultant. One of the pacemaker, one of this, it costs $900. When I work there as an industrial engineer, I work with the manufacturing people. I work with tax scientists. I work with other engineers. I work with the quality team and the marketing people. 5 people. You know which country were buying the pacemaker? Not many African countries. They were always being shipped to Europe. And those people that were ordering for the pacemaker were millionaires. that wanted to live longer, even in the United States. Joe Boca had reached the end of his life. Our father, your grandfather, your mother, many of them have died from heart complications. But today, Joe Boca is living with that pacemaker that the current president, George Weah. Mr. Weah look at all other Liberian people that have medical condition and say, you know what, Joe Boca? I will keep your life going and going and going and going. Every day we see photos of other Liberians. Some of them got big belly. Some of them got all kind of problems. People calling on phone, posting phone number for them to get calls to help fellow Liberians. Look at the other general that just died recently and were buried today. May his soul rest in peace. That man was complaining and nobody helping. But Joe Boca got the help again from another president. For how long it been now? From 1974 to 2020. You do the math. This man called Joe Boca has been receiving so many help from presidents of Liberia. But he has not been able to pay you guys back. He has not been able to pay you guys back. Darius Dillon, if Darius Dillon will not agree to what I'm about to say, then I feel sorry for Liberians who believe in Darius Dillon. You share the particular portion of the video I'm about to present. The particular section of the video I am about to present to Darius Dillon. Because everything I just mentioned is coming to get it, icing the cake over it. If you need a copy of this, I will inbox it to you if you inbox me, just for your reading, entertainment, and education. This is a report that was published. Where's the publishing date? Right here. See right here? Let me bring it closer. See my ugly finger right there? March 17. Right down here. March 17, 2017. And I will read the important part of it. You see what I highlighted here? This caption here. See the caption there? Liberty Party Charles Bronski described nonsense VP insinuation. Now, I'm not the one going to describe Joe Boca now. When I told you earlier that Charles Walker Bronski will be speaking here, people can die, but the legacy will remain to judge the future. And that's what I'm about to give to you now. So let's listen to what Charles Walker Bronski said about Joe Boca. And you're going to see some of the ungratefulness of Joe Boca. You ready? Let's hurry up because we're running out of time. So during the campaign, Joe Boca, it was the first round of the campaign where everybody was running for themselves. Joe Boca came out and wanted to divide the country. And Charles Walker Bronski said, no. I was one time divided when I was with Charles Taylor in Greater Liberia, and we have Greater Monrovia. Joe Boca, you are not around. You're not going to preach that politics here. What's up, Steve? So he accused Bronski of getting support from Ellen. Wanted to divide the people because Joe Boca had no strategy to run campaign. He believed in divisive politics. And Bronski said, no, So let's read few essence of what he said. Few essence. So Bronski is now speaking to Joe Bucker now. And if you need a report for your own reading, please be my guest. Inbox me. I will send it to you. So this is Bronski. And it read in part. I am not the one saying that President Sirleaf fully support Bronski. The people are reading the sign and they are saying that Joe Bucker said so. That one of the statements that he was using now, the late Bronski, to respond to Joe Bucker, accusing the late Charles Walker Bronski. Folks, let me tell you one thing. When people are alive, we don't see what they're saying because they are in our present, and we judge them differently. Now, hear what Bronski said again. And I'm reading these things in part. Please, I beg all those seeking political office to stop trying to bring division to our country again. He's responding to Joe Bucker. That Joe Bucker man that we accepted from Sierra Leone. See, when people say Joe Bucker was part of the local defense force, bringing division. Bronski was part of the MPFL. But he got fed up with those things. So he said, please, I beg all those seeking political office to start trying to bring this division to our country again. It is not the Liberian people who have kept, it is the Liberian people who have kept the peace and hope since 2003. And they should be allowed to enjoy the dividend of peace, Bronski said. Talking again to Mr. Bucker. Let's get into the key points here. Bronski said, dispelling rumors that VP Bucker budget is too high for him to give back to the district. Bronski noted that Bucker budget for 3 years is bigger than his county health budget for 3 years. Bronski is saying that Bucker budget for his office on Eddie for 3 years out of the 12 could help the health sector in his county that he came from. The county that he claims that he came from. All that money Joe Bucker received, he never assisted the people of Lofa County. During the campaign, we sent people down there. Even the road to his own village. Joe Bucker was unable to do that. Okay? So, Mr. Bronski continued. While the office of the vice president has received $9 million from 2014 fiscal year to now. And that was in 2017. So, Bucker received $9 million. You're talking about, oh, President, we are doing this, President. This is something that is coming from Charles Walker Bronski. A Darius Dillon lie. All these things that were mentioned by his boss. Bronski may be gone, but these things are kept into digital history. It was in the heat of the campaign season when Bronski came up with this. And many of you guys, this is true about $9 million. Can you imagine one man office receiving $9 million from 2014, 2016? $9 million? Now listen to what Bronski is going to say next. Listen to what Bronski is going to say next. Our vice president's salary and benefit have not been reduced 1 cent before the Ebola. Bucker refused to cut his budget during the height of the Ebola season. Folks, We may not have the numbers here. Just like Princeton, Harvard, Yale, UPenn, these institutions have 15 to 20 students. You spread a message. That Joe Boca may see over that living with pacemaker in his heart. I think President Weah should be the last president to help Joe Boca. And that includes Liberian people. That man doesn't have any love for that country. The evidence I've been reviewed to you here today. And I'm pointing to all the links to support what I'm saying here, including this one I'm reading from Charles Bronski. Now, he said, today, Joe Boca, today, and this is Bronski now, today, Joe Boca, supporter, present Joe Boca as a poor man from Louisville County, and that he understands the plight of the poor people. Bronski said, don't be fooled. Joseph Boca is not poor like you, even as me. As vice president, his office received more money from the government budget than any other vice president has received in the history of Liberia. You know the guy I was telling you about who came here in America here on the government scholarship, they were giving him money, the C. Kofi Nelson man. He should be the one to tell you guys. Because his father started working for Totman. You listen to Charles Walker Bronski. And if you need this thing, folks, please be my guest. When I said Liberians had done a lot of things for Joe Boca, but Joe Boca had paid the Liberian people with ungratefulness. To hear Costa saying, oh, Joe Boca is going to return the $2,500 to President Joe Weah. Let Joe Boca go to any hospital. Let them remove that pacemaker from his heart. And let him take it out. And give it to President Weah and say, I don't need it anymore. That would bring satisfaction to me. That he's a man who wants to give back. And let Joe Boca also turn around and give everything. What's up, Jasper? What's up, Brother Robert? Let Joe Boca turn around. Since 1974, all the favor he has been getting. Can you imagine, folks? $9 million. Somebody received it from 2014 to 2017. $9 million. That's what Bronski is saying. Supporter of Joe Boca think he's a poor man. But this man is not a poor man. His office has received the highest budget of any vice president in the history of Liberia. So Joel Howard, you know nothing to Joe Boca. And this is coming from Charles Walker Bronski. And then he said, oh God, y'all love this one. Few of you guys are here, you're going to love this one. He said, in fact, let me read it from the beginning so you can enjoy it, folks. He said, but don't be fooled. Joseph M. Boca is not poor like you, even as me. As vice president, his office received more money from the government budget than any other vice president has received in the history of Liberia. Now, here is the icing on the cake here. He has enjoyed some of the best lucrative jobs. You get it? From what I was saying from the beginning. Charles Walker Bronski now is concluding on Joe Boca. He said, Joe Boca has enjoyed some of the best and lucrative government jobs. Minister of Agriculture, Ambassador, Managing Director of LPMC at the Maritime when LPMC had money, and several other positions. Vice President Boca has been poor a long time ago, but he is the richest. He is among the richest 1% of Liberians who are enjoying the best of this country, folks. Case closed. You can cause my mind all you want. You guys are playing with somebody evil in our country who presents himself as a quiet man, Costa will not support anybody poor. When you see Costa going against Mr. Cummings, it's because Cummings live in America. He know that every penny must be earned. So Costa will not go there. Costa will continue to support Europe because Europe does not understand how Americans spend their money, because Europe did not work here. Europe did not get his riches from here. Cummings got his riches from the United States, and you and I who live in the United States, and you and other Liberians who live in other countries know what it means to get up in the morning and work your ass up to get that little paycheck. So therefore, you're not going to waste it. Costa is behind Joe Burger because for almost 12 years and for almost 4 years, his office received $9 million. And for 12 years, his office received the highest budget compared to any vice president in the history of Liberia. And Bronsky said Joe may be a poor man in the past, but today he's counted among the richest people. This is coming from the late Child Walker Bronsky. He was part of that class. If you look at the number of rich people in Liberia, Child Walker Bronsky is listed there. And when he comes from that group and said Joe Burger is among the richest people, that is something that you need to keep to the back of your mind when you see Joe Burger. Joe Burger lived in the same era as President Weah. As vice president, Joe Burger never ever gave the people that gave him, their generation, gave him the opportunity. Never provided electricity to the people that live around. Those that live around Joe Burger, you go there at night. Joe Burger's house, a compound, is the only shining light. All the other people are living in total darkness. But when you think about all the good that has been given to Joe Burger, all the good things that our leader, all of them have given to Joe Burger, that's what he's doing today. In the 21st century, President Weah did his part, told Joe Burger, and made him to get that pacemaker. Fellow Liberian, you know how much it costs for that pacemaker? That pacemaker is almost like a generator at an emergency hospital, at a hospital as an emergency, and that is used for emergency purposes. The moment the light go off in the hospital, that generator will automatically kick and provide the light back. And all the time, breaking all the areas. When Joe Burger natural heart that was made genetically tried to give up, that generator will start, that pacemaker will be acting like a generator and start to pump blood into it. And start to give it oxygen and kick it again. So Joe Burger is living like the rich people in America. Even though he got money, he refused to take that money out of his pocket to pay for that pacemaker. It is President Weah who went into the country budget to cater to Joe Burger. And Joe Burger today has become an opposition to President Weah. Joe Burger today has become so and so. You know, there was some type of thing I saw on Facebook. That lady had a big anaconda. And it's an animated story. I enjoyed that story. So the lady had a big boa constrictor in our Liberian way. So the story is told like this. The boa constrictor became the woman's pet. Just how we had dog and other things. But the boa constrictor refused to eat. The woman gave the boa constrictor all the food, live food of animal. The boa constrictor refused to eat. And she began to worry. But in the night time, the boa constrictor will come around that woman, just be passing around her. So one day the woman got ready and took the boa constrictor to the veterinary at the animal hospital. And she explained everything to the vet doctor. And the doctor said, you have been caring for this animal for a very long time. But from what you're telling me, it crawl around every day. When you sleep, it crawl around you. It refuses to eat food and keeping itself hungry. That boa constrictor that you call your pet is making itself hungry and is stretching itself because it is preparing to swallow you one day. And that's who Joe Boca is today. Of all the things that I said of Joe Boca since 1974, every president of Liberia, including President Weah, has managed to give Joe Boca an opportunity. But Joe Boca has refused to give back to the Liberian people. Americans will always say, give back to your country. The late JFK said, ask what you can do for your country and not what your country can do for you. But all the presidents that are named from the day Joe Boca entered Liberia has done things for Joe Boca on behalf of Liberia. But Joe Boca has not asked himself what he should do for the people of Liberia. All Joe Boca is doing, supporting bad things, protests. Joining people to say, let's get the president $2,500 back. Supporting no kind of idea. That's who Joe Boca is. And then today we have the paper here from Charles Walker Bronsky. March 17, 2017. Now, a Darius DeLong, who called himself the light. A Darius DeLong, who called himself the changer, who I don't believe he is. Can he come out and say this thing that was said by a political leader, Charles Walker Bronsky, about the nasty things and awkward behavior of Joe Boca? Can Darius DeLong deny this? And let me read for you again. Let me read this for you again, because this is very touching, folks. This is very touching. Mr. Bronsky may be gone, but his words will be used to judge any other person, especially Joe Boca. He said, Joe Boca has enjoyed some of the best and most lucrative jobs. Minister of Agriculture, Ambassador, Managing Director of LPMC. At the time, LPMC had money and several other positions. Vice President Boca has been poor a long time ago, but today he is among the 1% of richest people in the country. That's who Joe Boca is. But what has he done? For 12 years, he received the highest budget. For almost 4 years, he got $9 million. He like that boat constructor, crawling around, trying to swallow the president. Every president has done a part for Joe Boca. My friend, let me see what time is it here. My 1 hour is over. Now that you hear the truth, you can go out there now and go make it your choice. You see, one thing about life, I can come here every day, which I don't want to do, and because I don't have the time. I can call you, I can text you, and give you all the advices in the world. All the advices in the world, I can give it to you. But it is up to you to decide what you want to do. You can do the same for me. You can give me all the advices. You can give me all the suggestions. It is up to me to make that decision. It is up to me. Yeah, I'm coming. All right? It is up to me to make that decision. You have heard what I said from my mouth and from the evidence of the late Charles Walker Bronsky about who Joe Boca is. And in real time, you are seeing what Joe Boca is doing to President Weah. Supporting protests, joining other zombies of people, acting like they're giving money back to President Weah. If you don't know this story, let me tell you this. The late Bronsky was assisted to travel to the United States by President Weah. Yes, when Bronsky left for the last time as a living human being, left Liberia to travel to the United States, President Weah assisted him with some traveling allowances, including his ticket to travel to the United States. If Darrell Dillon is frank to himself, he will say that. If Darrell Dillon is frank to himself, what Mr. Bronski has said here about Boca, he will admit to that. But is Darrell Dillon going to be the man who will only say yes to Bronski while he was alive and begin to hide the truth about what Bronski thought of Mr. Boca? Think about it. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you when I see you again. It has been my pleasure. Please share the video. Boca should not be anything in our country because you gave him the opportunity in 2005 and 2011. You did your part when you voted for Ellen. You also voted for Boca. But before you reach that age of voting, your parents, your great-grandparents were denied the opportunity to get what Bronski called lucrative job, high-class job, and today Boca is among the few richest people. It was because the government of Togo, Doe, Ellen, Judy Bryant, they deny your parents of the opportunity as a born Liberian and give it to Joe Boca. You have done your part. But Joe Boca has been very ungrateful to the Liberian people. Please, think about it. Think about it every day that you just hearing it for the first time. Joe Boca is not a good person. And many of you guys who people have done favor for. Liberians are good. You know, most of the time when I see the white people, I see the Chinese people, or having conversation. They say how Liberia is like. I said, man, let me tell you about my country. When you go to our country, you go in a community, everybody will want to leave a lasting impression when they come across you. He said, for what? I said, because when you return to your country, they want you to think about them and continue to praise what they did for you. He said, but that must be a very good country. Of course. And that's what we did for Joe Boca. There were many Liberians many foreign nationals who crossed our border that came to Liberia. They did not get that opportunity. The Sudanese who used to be at Tottenham teaching there, some of them were at LU, that came. You see the good that Mother Claudia is doing today for Liberian women and children and men. When Marco Garvey, who also came from Jamaica, just like Mother Claudia, Liberians accepted Marco Garvey. And today, Madame Claudia is paying back the good that Liberia did for Marco Garvey. But look at Joe Boca today. The generation today is lost. They don't know their past. They came into the movie when the bad man and the hero already fighting. And they don't know how the fight started. And there are many people on Facebook that are not telling this story. So they have been misled. And are they going to learn the hard way? Absolutely. They won't learn the hard way. Have we seen it? Yes. Look at the Zogos today. They were misled. And Charles Walker Bronski again said, let us not call these people Zogo. Because Charles Walker Bronski knew that those people were being misled by the very group that he was part of. But he realized that. So Joe Boca, you now know the story. And if you need this thing, please be my guest. Inbox me. Don't take my word for it. Don't believe me. Trust me, but verify what I just said here. Until then, Elijah Innes, I'd like to say hi to you. You may give me all the name you want. I will accept it. But as long as I'm coming here and speaking the truth and leading you to places where you can verify what I'm telling you, if that is confusing, well, I would say that is confusing to you. Because if you know the truth and you believe in the Bible that you're going to read tomorrow when you go to church, that ye shall know the truth and the truth shall set you free, and you come in here and trying to judge what I'm saying, see, Brother Innes, it's no different from what happened in Liberia. He just joined the show. And the next thing you know, the man's a confused man. When many of you guys who sat here with me started the show from the beginning and know that it's coming to an end, that's a perfect example of what I'm telling you that's happening to the current generation. Mr. Elijah, you make my day. You make my day to be the perfect example of people coming late to the show, but then they're trying to make the decision that they don't understand. I wholeheartedly love you as a friend, as a brother from Liberia, just like myself. Have yourself a very good day. And to everyone, thank you guys so much. God bless you. Share the video. Please inbox me for this information. Very important. Joe Boyka is not in the interest for you now who is fighting for the future of your children. Joe Boyka does not support you. Bye.
I took our money. You can't tell them we race. That's not being fair. That's not being fair. You want to be president of Liberia. You want to rule Liberia. You're telling Liberian people how to raise their money. How much did we raise? I will not pour shit there again. And I will not pour shit until you tell us how much we raise. I come and get my money for you. Go finger your girlfriend. Nobody paying their money for you to finger your girlfriend. Eh? The election season, all the young girls in Osa, you tell us how much you raise. How much did we raise? 200,000, 300,000, 400,000. How much did we raise? We want to know, not secret. It's not.
Government official should not go on opposition channel. Look, Mr. LIB Botuman, LIB Gayu, you said something yesterday again. This time tonight, I'm going to block you. Yes. LIB Gayu, you're going to be blocked tonight because you cannot learn from the past. As an engineer, I don't take repeated mistake easily. You came on the show yesterday, and yeah, much I appreciate you, but you have a learning disability. And I cannot help you. You had a learning disability. You just got here. And have you listened to me? Now you say, oh, are you suggesting? Instead of you listening to me. From the beginning of the show, I said, I don't disagree that they should not go on opposition. But they should start with us first. And I just repeated that again. And now you're asking the question here again. You know, you are a very lucky guy. Yes. LIB guy, you're very lucky. The star you were born underneath is a very, very lucky star. Tell your mom, tell your dad, tell God, thank you. But there's something that keep telling me not to block you. So you're a very, very lucky man. All right? Very, very lucky. Keep that luck with you, my friend. You're a very lucky guy. Because there's something that's telling me that I cannot even move my finger to block you. You're a very lucky person. Yes. You're a very lucky person. You're a very, very lucky person. You sure you were on the show yesterday? Is that somebody else I was talking about? I think you were on the show yesterday, my friend. You were on the show yesterday. LIB Gayu, you were on the show yesterday. Go watch the show yesterday. You were here yesterday. All right, have you seen this video, Randy? Please listen what this guy sounds like. Bill, I don't listen to this guy, Bill. I don't listen to this guy, Bill. I don't listen to this guy. Yeah, I'm too intelligent to listen to this guy. No. I don't listen to this guy. I'm not even going to show him on the camera here. I don't listen to this guy. Yes, this guy is below my standards in every capacity. I'm not going to listen to him. No. I don't listen to him. So that's what it is. That's exactly what it is. They need to start to support their own. Bring the policy. The finance minister started that process. But it seems to be that they are not interested in doing these things. But what I'm telling you that these guys are planning, and they are planning very, very strategically. They know exactly what they're doing. All right? So, guys, I will take a few calls, and I will be going. If you want to come in, please. I'll take 3 people, and I'll be out of here. All right? I'll take 3 people, and I'll be out of here. All right? I was on 2 days ago. Okay, if you're on 2 days ago, but I seen that you made a mistake again, bro. 2 days ago, then it's the day you made that mistake. Yeah, it was the day you made that mistake. Now you come back again, you fall in yourself that same mistake. Oh, there you go again. Yeah, Donald Trump, just tweet that again, all right? All right? See, Donald Trump is very engaged with the people because he knows social media in America is very big. All right? Let me take this caller here, and you guys should know exactly. So this is my first caller out of 3. So let's see how that works. First caller out of 3.
Hello?
Oh, that's my man here again. What's up,
Yeah,
my man?
I was the one that was letting you know that I can connect you with Send TV.
I don't know how good that would be, but I want for everyone who broadcasts, maybe that you could say, for example, once you start the process, others will follow your lead. So I could agree with you on that. Yeah, so that opportunity, I look forward to you making that out because I want to make sure that this Spoon TV gets some competition from here and from the government standpoint.
Okay.
So I appreciate that effort.
Okay.
All right, I will appreciate that effort. I will get back to the other guys in here and see what can be done. But preferably for me, I would rather do Sunday evening or Saturday afternoon. But Sunday evening would be a very perfect time for me. Sunday evening, I don't know how the studio run over. Do they sleep in the studio? Because Sunday evening, maybe like 6, 7, most people are home.